I love this computer. Hang on a second. Which one is this? Man, I got the wrong video playing. Right when I go live, too. Every time I go live. I got to do this live on the air.
Got the chat open. So if anyone's here, please say hello.
Hello.
There we go.
Dreadpool, he's clacking the beers.
Dreadpool, what's going on?
Yo.
What up,
Fred, are you
What's
back in the neighborhood? Fine. Let's fix this. There we go.
People are
Or
filing
you're
in.
still away on your way. Are they? Because no one's sharing our stuff anymore. Because we talk bad about Xbox. Isn't that funny how that works?
You know what I mean.
Even though we're correct, you can't even say we're wrong.
Oh, no, these guys talk bad about it. Let's not share their
And
stuff anymore.
Look what happens when you
Hang on, they can't hear us because the RE video. Here we go. Okay.
Ah,
Now you're good.
Look what happens when you criticize them. We're going to talk about the news that we got this week. But see, making noise gets things done.
Let me tell you something about the Xbox community. They're full of shit, too, just like the PlayStation guys. They're all, yeah, we're all together, right? The minute you say something they don't like, you're fucking out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Even though we were loyal for over, like, what, 20 years since the original Xbox?
Yeah, and I'm not saying that, like, I'm not saying anything, like, derogatory towards Xbox to be a dick. I'm pissed off as a customer. I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times we can explain ourselves.
I don't know either, Anthony, because nobody listens. Everyone's got a pair of ears and they don't fucking use them.
Yeah, because that's what I don't understand. Because it's like, you know, we try to, you know, show that we play all of the stuff, we buy all the stuff. You know what I mean?
Nah, we're haters. Don't you know that?
If you go on this very channel, I was just looking at our videos the other day.
Yeah.
If you sort it by oldest, there are a ton of Xbox One unboxings on this channel. Right now.
Nobody looks for old videos, though. They only care about what you say today.
Like,
no,
you
that's true.
Purchased 10 of them, like even more than that, but just that are uploaded. Like, it's insane the amount.
It's true because, you know, I always tell people like, oh yeah, I played that before. It's back in the, and they don't even want to look. They want to, if you do it now, they'll watch it or they'll pay attention. But it's old stuff just isn't in it anymore. I think like the older your channel is, the harder it is to break through, honestly. Yeah, it's like we say this stuff all the time, and it's like we try to always stay current and up to date with the stuff. It's not like we're some, like, you know, people that are just reminiscing on the old days and we're not playing the new stuff. Like, no, we're playing the new stuff, we're investing in the new stuff, and it's not good. So why are we just going to stay quiet about it and just act like nothing's going on?
Because Xbox does nothing wrong, Anthony. They could kill 25 people, right? And if we saw it, we didn't see it.
Yeah, when PlayStation does something wrong, we talk about it. When Nintendo does something wrong, we talk about it.
We're going to talk about that tonight, too.
Which we also saw the writing on the wall with that, but okay.
Well, that's the thing, too. I think...
we didn't think it was going to be that bad.
No.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Yeah, we do have to be careful, though, because nothing with that is completely confirmed as far as the numbers, but we'll see. You know, I guess we'll find out what 2 days.
Here's the thing. I will give Sony credit. At least they realized really quick, hey, let's pull this game, whereas Phil Spencer still let Redfall be sold.
They pulled it immediately and are giving refunds.
And Redfall people still aren't getting refunds, just so you know. Yeah. I mean, Concord people have been refunded quicker. Except for if you bought physical, then you got fucked.
Apparently, you can still bring it back to the store and return it, but...
From who? I don't see any memos of that.
Yeah, even if you open it. I think it was Walmart said, someone said they were taking them back. I don't know. We got to see if it's true, but...
Walmart, of all people.
Yeah. Well, Walmart takes anything back, if you think about it.
That's true.
But they pulled them because I looked yesterday to see if anywhere had it, and they were Target, the link was dead. Best Buy, the link was dead. GameStop had the used link up, but you couldn't buy it. And then my
All right,
Walmart...
yeah, you're getting way too far into this. We're not talking about that yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
let's start this show. Hello, and welcome to Game Complainers, episode 561. I'm your host, Barry.
Co-host, Anthony.
And Frank.
And Fred.
So, what's this whole thing with Xbox again? They're still getting in trouble, these guys?
Well, apparently they're trying to work on their stuff now. They're trying to fix all this. this bad press with the games not coming. So
No, they're not. They're fixing one game.
no, that other one too.
What
that
were we
came
just
up.
talking about with Xbox?
I think we're mostly talking about the community itself, from what I understand.
Okay. Yeah, forget that. They had a big thing with Phil Spencer saying that he passed on a bunch of games, and basically he looks like an idiot. This guy looks like he's got no fucking talent. So what is he doing there? What is he doing there?
Saying that.
What's he
What
doing?
is he getting paid for?
Oh, I think money. That's what he's doing.
He did an interview. I didn't even see this interview. I just heard about it. I heard the cliff notes. Bro, this guy admits he's a fucking idiot. He passed on Spider-Man, he passed on Rock Band, he passed on all these games. It's like, what are you doing?
I made some of the worst game choice decisions, he said.
This is when you have too much money. You admit that you're an idiot.
He said, so it says, I've made some worst game decisions. Admits he
made
passed
a lot more than that.
He passed on Destiny and Guitar Hero and has no regrets. It says
should have regrets.
The worst decision
He
in
owns
passing
Guitar
some of the
Hero
game's
now.
biggest franchises, including Bungie's Destiny and Harmonix's Guitar Hero. In this interview with Story Time with Phil Spencer at PAX West over the weekend, Spencer opened up about the games that mattered most to him over the years, including Bungie's 2014 sci-fi shooter Destiny in his list. He says, obviously, Bungie was part of Microsoft when I started at Xbox, and I shared a floor with Alex Seropian? I don't know. Seropian? I don't know. I'm saying it wrong. Jason Jones in the building that we're in Redmond. I learned a ton from being around Bungie, and it says despite his natural closeness to Bungie, Phil admits that Destiny didn't really click when he first played it, and it took until the game's first expansion, House of Wolves, for it to land him. And then it says, consequently, Destiny went on to be published by Activision, as too was Guitar Hero, another series Spencer passed on, thinking it wasn't going to work. And then he says, in quotes, I passed on some of the worst, made some of the worst game choice decisions, he said. And interesting, yeah, definitely. And it doesn't make it right just because you admit it, Phil. Sorry.
He's still doing it to this day.
Yeah.
He's still making bad decisions.
Yeah.
An interesting one is when his team came down to Redmond and Alex, and he pitched a game where they actually...
Stop you a second. What kind of balls does this guy have to make all this money and turn around and be like, yeah, I fucking suck at my job, right in public?
Yeah. This was this past weekend,
hey,
guys. This was
I really suck at my job. I'm getting overpaid too, man.
Yeah. This was this past weekend. He's saying this stuff to Eurogamer or wherever this is published, or whoever did the interview at PAX. It's like, you're just saying this like you're still not making crazy decisions. Like, well, now I'm good, but like in the past I made bad. No, it's like you're making bad choices now.
Decision, bro. You can't even get games on your console.
He's just so stupid now.
It's like you're leaving other people's consoles. Great decision.
He learned nothing. That Destiny was 10 years ago.
He is Eric Bischoff. Remember he went to TNA after WCW? He fucking ruined it there. This guy didn't learn shit.
Who will he ruin next?
He didn't learn nothing.
It's interesting, when you see stuff like this.
Phil Spencer gonna have a podcast with Conrad in 10 years?
Yeah,
probably.
I like how it's called Story. So like it's an hour long. So I don't know what else he says, because these are like, I guess, what he talks about, the mistakes or whatever. But yeah, this is just from PAX. I mean, it was 4 days ago. And I guess because it says that he shares his journey within, the video games, what influenced him, blah, blah, blah. But I guess this was like the biggest thing, because people were kind of like, okay, what the hell? Why are you saying this stuff now?
Because he don't care, Anthony. He's got tons of money. He's a multimillionaire. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He can say whatever he wants.
And on top of him saying he passed on some of the worst, or made the most worst of game decisions, it says an interesting one is when the team came down to Redmond and Alex, and he pitched a game where they actually are going to make plastic guitars, and they're going to plug into the consoles, and they're going to sell tracks where you're going to play Simon on this guitar. And I'm like, really? Do you really think that's going to work? I hear he turned that into a pretty good game, he added, laughing. And then he says, I'm not a regrets type person.
Well, they own that game now, and he just buried his own game.
Yeah. He says, I'm not a regrets type person. Maybe that's a fault of mine, but I passed on so many games. I could look back and say, and then he clenches his fist. But no, I try to look forward and be positive about the things that we were doing. That's what it says. It says he clenches his fist. But no, I try to look forward and be positive about the things that we are doing.
We'll be clenching something else soon.
I just like to celebrate what the team at Bungie has done. I mean, it's incredible. Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't really fix what's going on right now with Xbox. So it's like, you're just making it seem.
Biggest moneymaker is accessories, and he's like, "Oh, we don't want to make plastic guitars." It's like that's how you get money.
Well, you make controllers every fucking 3 days, right?
Yeah, like what? It's so dumb.
We got CV Mac in the chat, Azure Eyes, Richard, and David R. What's going on, everybody?
What's up, guys?
RWK's here. Dreadpool's been here. What's going on, chat room?
So it's like he's pretty much just admitting, yeah, I pass on Destiny and Guitar Hero. Now I'm not a huge Destiny mark like some people. I know people like Back from the Dead. They play it a lot. You know what I mean? I know even Kyle, like he went back and played Destiny 2. He's one of my friends, if you guys don't know listening, and he was like, yeah, it was actually pretty good. I never really jumped on it. But the point is that if you saw the good in what they were doing, why did you pass on it? If you're supposed to be this guy that's making these decisions and thinking ahead, I mean, shit, I feel like Destiny, it's obviously it's a third-party game, you know what I mean? It landed on both consoles. PlayStation got like the main marketing at the time because they were doing that switch over. But what if that was Xbox? What if Xbox One had the marketing for Destiny? You know what I mean? It probably still would have been the same kind of vanilla basic game when it first came out in 2014.
You know what I would say, Anthony? I don't think my Game Pass, I think it's expired or it's expiring soon, right? I didn't renew it.
I think you said last week it was like next month or something like that, or I don't know. You said it last week. I forget.
Unsubscribed live on the air, remember?
Yeah,
We're not here for that.
Yeah, no, I was here when you said the date when it's like done, and I just forget because you cancel it and said, all right, now it's actually going to be done after.
I'll resubscribe to Game Pass if Phil Spencer fucking resigns. I think a lot of people need to do that. And I think there needs to be a hashtag. And everyone threatens to not renew until he resigns because he sucks. But he saved Xbox. Yeah, he saved it to kill it. Thanks. Thanks a lot, buddy.
But see, it's funny because if you look at these articles, a lot of it is just like, it's pretty much just saying the obvious. Like it's, he's admitting. I will renew
Game Pass when he no longer works there because I don't want my money to go to him because he gets a cut from Game Pass.
I also don't like the fact that some of these headlines say like, oh, he let exclusives like Destiny slip. It's not it was never an exclusive. Destiny was on everything. Yeah, a lot of these headlines are also just kind of making it just sound wrong because it's like Destiny was on. It was on. Not a lot of people remember this, but Destiny 1 was on the 360. It was on Xbox One. It was on PS3 and PS4. It wasn't an exclusive. Now, did PlayStation have exclusive marketing rights? Yes, but that doesn't mean
they offered it to him first, like to be an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, and it's like I guess that's where they're coming out with that. I mean, they definitely are coming at it like that. Like I remember when the alpha came out and I played the alpha, that was only on PlayStation 4. So if let's say he took that and then they were like, all right, we're gonna do some exclusive stuff on Xbox first, I would have been playing the alpha maybe on an Xbox One. Who knows? Because it wasn't on PC at the time. Like it wasn't just out. So it's going all the way back to 2014 even. So and then Guitar Hero I'm a fan of. So the fact that now it's Fortnite Festival, I get it. That's where we're at. But you could have had Guitar Hero come back in like more of a truer form. But nowadays it's clear that you don't really need Guitar Hero. He doesn't care. Else. Yeah.
They're not using it, so
yeah, like it's just Fortnite Festival has most of it down pat. The only thing you can't do is like all bands yet. Like as far as like there isn't a drum kit that you can play. You can play it on the controller, but there isn't a drum kit yet. So if they came out with a Guitar Hero that immediately had like a band thing again, like Rock Band where it came out with like the whole thing, that would be what I would like to see as just a fan who's put in money to both Rock Band and Guitar Hero. But yeah, it's like he just kind of let these things fall away, and then now that they actually have a chance to do it, that means his mindset is like, yeah, even though I made these decisions like years ago, you know, his actions haven't changed. You know, it's not like he's saying, well, now I'm doing this. It's like, no, I just made some pretty bad decisions. And he's pretty much just telling us in this hour-long podcast. I mean, it's an hour-long interview. I didn't actually listen to it. Again, I'm pulling the quotes here. But as you guys know, the last 3 days, all the articles or all the journalists have picked up this and kind of ran with it. So it is kind of running around online as far as like the most recent Phil Spencer interview. And I don't know. It just...
Yeah, he's an idiot. That's what you get from all that. He's a moron.
It's stuff we already knew as far as how
he
is handling stuff. Yeah.
We already knew he was stupid.
Because it's like, you could say this stuff now, but like, you're still like, I don't know, like you're looking back like...
The minute he said last year, kind of funny. Don't believe me, take the game in your hand. I was like, this guy's stupid.
I still don't have the game.
This guy is stupid. Hockey fan is here. The milkman is here. We acknowledge you.
Yo.
David R. is here. The console is 4 years old, says Richard, and it has no games. Get someone else who actually wants to bring games to the machine. Thank you. I think that's everyone's sentiment.
I don't think it's gonna fix it if he leaves. I think it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. I mean, it is.
Yeah, you're right.
But I don't want to give this. I don't want to subscribe to Game Pass and give this asshole money.
Me neither. Mine expired and I'm done. September. That was it. It's over. I can't.
I'd rather buy games. Well, when you buy Call of Duty on PlayStation, Microsoft still gets the money. Ha ha ha! Fuck that. You don't get a bonus though.
Well, and they don't get $240. They only get $70, so that's fine.
I'd rather give the money to Bobby Kotick for Call of Duty than Phil Spencer at this point.
Well, he's on his island.
I just...
Fred, you gotta stop walking into these puddles, man.
I just think that there's always going to be like different decisions that could have been made that led up to this point where it doesn't have to be like you're just bullshitting and lying through your teeth the whole time, but the used car salesman stuff is constantly here with him. So I just don't like the fact that he's looking back at this like, yeah, I've done it in the past. It's like, yeah, but you're still doing it. You're still like acting like...
You're still acting like an idiot.
Yeah, like I hate this whole like looking back thing and like acting like he's changed in a way. Like I have to like actually watch it and see the context of how he's saying stuff. If he really like, because again, it's just he's full of shit.
So it doesn't. It's
like an alcoholic at the AA meetings.
Yeah,
lie his ass
I've changed.
Off an hour straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he goes back,
the minute he gets in the car, it's under the seat in the paper bag.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like what the fuck. But yeah, so that's all he had to say, really. I mean, I guess he talked about other stuff. It says it talks about his career.
Yeah, he can go fuck himself. Nobody cares about him. We want our games.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point,
like, I don't care about this guy. I don't care if he's a good guy or a bad guy or whatever. Just give me my shit. I'm a customer.
He's a villain.
And one of the worst part about it, too, is that it goes through the years. You know? Like I'm skimming through the interview. It's like 1997, 2006, and he's talking about these years
nobody cares about.
Right. Well, those were years that were better, you know, when it came to what was going on within Microsoft.
And he wasn't in charge. That should tell you something.
Yeah. So I think that's also very ironic that, like, you know, he's talking about all this stuff, and then now he's like, oh yeah, but I also made these mistakes, and then you're still making mistakes. So
I can't even burp.
It's yeah, I guess they're just trying to go through
all these Xbox guys. I see the chat numbers. They're going down. People are coming in and leaving. Go fuck yourselves, because we're about to talk bad about Sony in a few minutes.
Oh yeah.
You can't talk about my Xbox. Well, we're talking bad about Sony too. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do here.
Yeah, I mean, we're called game complainers.
Nobody will share our shit anymore because we talk bad about it. We smash that Xbox. Nobody wants to share our show anymore. That's fine. Go fuck yourself. Literally, just go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's again. We said
share
we were
the shows because I talk bad about your precious fucking box, which won't be here in 5 years. Just so you know.
we made an incentive that we were going to smash a console if we got donations.
You got a problem? Go take it up with Phil fucking Spencer, not me. I'm not getting paid millions of dollars to sit here and lie to your ass.
But Phil's not inviting Phil's not inviting all the Xbox fans out to dinner, though. That's the problem.
No, he's only a select few.
Like
Yeah.
we're not the ones making these decisions. We're just calling them out, which
Yeah.
call out everybody.
Well-
We're being negative and haters.
It's the
Really?
truth.
I'm the hater? I spent how many thousands of dollars on these?
Yeah.
I have
Well,
a
I
Series
guess-
X in every room in the house.
I guess while we're talking about it, while we're on it, I guess, yeah, I mean, as you guys might have seen in the stream, the Xbox has been smashed.
It's smashed to pieces.
It's smashed, and the table has gone with it.
You know, I didn't throw the table out yet. I'm going to have to go get it later and bring it here.
Oh shit.
The thing that just like also was just so funny about that was like I just liked hearing Frank and then Pickles in the background laughing. You know, that was like the funniest thing too, because it's like everyone was just like, "Oh my god, what the hell just happened?"
I thought
and that
I was going to
the-
get yelled at for that. That's why I said, oops.
yeah,
Like you said, it was like Looney Tunes. It was funny.
yeah,
RWK,
Yeah.
what's up?
yeah. No, that's but yeah, I mean, it's been done. So again, like people say, I mean, look, it's not like people didn't know. You put up a community post, you made a video, saying, listen, if we get X amount of dollars, we're going to smash it. You did the Xbox One, right? And then KMMA came in with the, what was it, like $200?
$200 super chat this guy
So-
randomly.
It
They paid for the machine because I looked at how much I'm getting on the 21st.
yeah.
Good.
So it's if at the end of the
It
day,
covers what I
like,
lost.
Hell yeah.
again, it's just like, I don't know. People just shouldn't be surprised because you set out to do something and you did it. So
Yeah, well, it was to send a message. And by the way, nobody retweeted that video. That video made 27 cents.
right.
It's like nobody wants to be associated with. I'm like, guys, this is an entertaining video.
Yeah.
Everyone's in their feels over this shit. So fuck them. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, no, I think
I'm cutting the video now to do shorts and stuff like that.
yeah.
So it's going to take me a couple of days, but it is what it is, and that video will be up. But yeah, thanks for everyone not helping us out with that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we we're happy for people that donated towards it, and
Yeah, those are the real guys, man. That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
all the regulars were there watching it, you know what I mean, live, and probably watched it after the fact. So that's the real thing that matters, you know.
You know, I say everyone fucking shits on everyone for having an opinion, right? But then when we post something entertainment based, it's a little too close to home.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like, listen, these are just podcasts, these are just shows or
it's
videos.
okay if
It's
somebody
just-
else does it. If I smashed a PlayStation, there'd be about 50 people in this fucking chat room telling me how cool it was and all this other stuff. They'd be re-sharing that, retweeting it, whatever. But no, because I smashed an Xbox. Everyone's butthurt now. They don't want to fucking have anything to do with it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the
If
difference,
play-
Anthony.
yeah, and if PlayStation was in the same boat as far as like, us getting mad and smashing a PS5, it would have happened too. It's not just because
Hey, if
it's
somebody donates me $400 fucking dollars, I'll smash a PlayStation 5 on the air. I don't give a fuck.
yeah.
As long as you pay for the fucking thing, I'll do it. What do
Yeah.
I care?
Again, it's entertainment, It's
Chat paid for the console to be smashed. So I did it. They didn't pay for it. Like I said, I was going to close up shop with that. But it's nothing personal. Jesus, man.
Jesus.
It's just entertainment. But nobody gets that, right? They get butthurt, all these people.
Yeah, no, I'm just happy that it got done and made for a good laugh, and that's what it's about. It's just entertaining.
Right.
So
That's all right. What are you going to do?
yeah. I mean,
What are you going to
Yeah.
do? Because guess what? When there's no Xbox coming up in a few years, what are you going to fucking come back and tell me? That I was wrong?
yeah, we didn't try to tell you what was
buy
going.
Fire Sticks, I guess, because they'll
Yeah,
never buy
you're going to fire a Fire
PlayStation,
Stick
so-
and stick it up your head. You still won't be able to play Call of Duty on it, too.
Nope. They won't
Or-
buy PCs. They hate PC and they hate PS5, so they're definitely not going to get those. So where are you going to go?
Yeah, it's like we
What are
were
you
trying to tell people for these whole last couple of years where we started to see the cracks through the brand, and then trying to warn people this past year of like these things are changing, things are happening, and yeah, then when it finally happens, they're just going to be like, We were talking about it for week in, week out. If I can talk, week in, week out. It's like we cover this stuff as it comes. Bad or good PlayStation news, bad or good Xbox news, Nintendo, same thing. PC hardware related, same thing. It's like we don't have a script. Nobody tells us what to say.
Oh, you didn't get the email from Redmond, Anthony?
Before we went live, no, I should have checked. Oh,
Game
man.
Pass. Sorry, it's in the script.
Yeah, it's just so silly. It's like, I don't know. Try to be fair with everybody here, and it still kicks in the ass. So, whatever. As long as we're honest with ourselves, So, and we vote with our wallets. That's the biggest thing.
Oh, I'm voting all right.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about it later.
Sure. What's up,
but, yeah, my dad's ready to turn in the Series S to, the GameStops.
Don't get ripped off like Frank did.
I got scammed.
What?
I still got to do the chat for that because they're giving an extra like $30 now that I'm entitled to. So I got to go on there and chat with them when I.
Well, because you went and traded in without telling anybody, and I could have checked for you.
Well, I thought that I was gonna get the extra thing, like we thought, like you thought too. Like that's what I thought. But then when I looked at the receipt, it said $247.50. But now they're saying $278. So I need that $30, man. I'm getting that.
They're probably not going to give it to you because all trades are final.
Well, then they can. I mean, I paid $150 for it, so I still won, but it still sucks too.
You want to win more.
Yeah, I want to maximize my value and get more out of it.
That's right.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we'll talk more about it. I don't want to jump ahead.
PlayStation program is a waste of time, buddy. Zarek, what's going on?
What's up?
All right,
yes.
So we have negative Xbox news, negative PlayStation news, negative every other news, and some positive Xbox news, which at this point, it's kind of too late. We get into the positive Xbox news.
Yeah, while we're still on Xbox, I guess,
Oh, how lovely.
Before we shift gears.
Oh, Gears. We got to talk about Gears, man.
Shift gears. See what I did there?
We also have PlayStation 5 Pro pricing and release date.
Yes.
With the state of play only for the PlayStation 5 Pro.
Yeah, that's apparently going down on the 9th. So we'll have some stuff.
Monday, which if it's not Monday, it'll be Tuesday.
Yeah.
Maybe Monday in Japan because it is Tuesday there, I think. I don't remember. Eli, tell us.
Yeah, tell us the time difference.
Eli's in here.
To EST. But yeah, what's the positive Xbox stuff?
Capcom announced that they are going to bring the Marvel vs. Capcom collection and the Fighting Collection Volume 2 over to the Xbox One in 2025.
We'll see what happens when the fans bitch. Some companies like Capcom listen,
Thank you. Exactly. This is why we do what we do, so they'll listen.
Yeah. I mean, look, all I'm saying is that nowadays they have people on social media. They have people in Discord servers. Like, they see people's responses. Capcom has been pretty damn good with stuff like this.
This is why, and I've seen Xbox guys do this shit. Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom collection? No one was going to buy that anyway. We don't need it on our Xbox. Really? Well, thanks for saying that, because they didn't fucking listen to you, and they still brought it over, because the majority was allowed online, and they got it done.
Yeah, Capcom was literally like,
when you lay down and die like that, come on, man. You're not a fucking fan of Xbox. You're full of shit.
No, and also, like,
we don't need that game over here. Play anywhere. You're touting to play anywhere, but then you don't want that game there because you didn't get it.
Yeah.
So what is it? Are you really playing anywhere? Like, you're all rah-rah for play anywhere, or you're not? What is it?
Yeah, there's no in-between.
There is no in-between, my man. You got to call the companies out. You got to go directly to Xbox and Capcom, say, get this game on the machine. A lot of people did that, and here's where we're at.
We literally saw pages upon pages of reactions of people wanting this thing, and on everywhere. And these games are classic games. I mean, everybody deserves to play them.
Yes.
So I like that Capcom just looked at this and they were just like, they were probably sitting there in their, in their office.
These games defined a generation, like kind of like how Mario Brothers did.
Yeah.
These games in the fighting community, a lot of these people in the fighting community started off with these games.
Yeah, from arcades to, finally having like your actual like home console being through the NES at the time, like where it was like revolutionized stuff,
Like I said, man, down in high school, we had Nathan's across the street from the high school. We were playing these games every day. This was our daily routine.
Yeah. And everybody should be able to play them if they haven't, like, let's say they haven't played the arcade
It's
machine.
not like the shitty old games from back in the day nobody cares about. These are the games. These are the
classics.
fighting games.
Yeah.
So to go online and say, "Oh yeah, no, people will play for 5 minutes." It's not the point. The point is that they're available for people to play. Growing up, old people, everybody can play these games. That's the point because they're good.
They're just
don't
good
lay
games.
Down and die. Oh well, we don't need them anyway. Go fuck yourself. You're an idiot.
No, I like the fact that Capcom, I probably
it's just for nostalgia. Nobody cares.
Yeah. They definitely
you can say that about any fucking game that comes out that's a sequel. It's nostalgia. Come on.
Yeah,
why is everyone so stupid online, Anthony? For real. Why is everyone so stupid?
I don't blame you for being mad because, to be honest, I see the same shit.
It's not coming to Xbox.
Yeah,
play anywhere, guys.
Well. Yeah,
I'll play anywhere on my fucking PlayStation. That has every game.
Yeah, it's
you don't want to do that. Why don't I want to do that?
Yeah, it's
why would I pay $500 for a console that plays less games than the other fucking guy?
Yeah,
Anthony, would you buy a Ferrari, a blue one and a red one? Okay, the blue one's got the GIMP motor, and the red one's got the fastest motor in the world. They're the same exact price, Anthony. What are you gonna fucking buy?
Yeah, you gotta go with the red, man.
You gotta go with the red one.
Yeah,
because it's the same price. Even though there's probably minuscule of a difference, that one has a better motor. You're going to go with that one. You're not going to say, "Ooh, for the same price, give me the shittier product."
That's what I'm saying, though.
I like
literally saying that.
Yeah, it makes no sense, man. I think that these games should be.
Do you walk into the I'm sorry. Do you walk into the supermarket and go, Cheerios is fucking $8 a box. Oh, but Great Value is $1.47. You walk up to the counter and be like, "Excuse me, Great Value is so good that I want to pay the price of Cheerios for it." No, you fucking don't.
It's just I
look at you like you're stupid.
I mean, listen, these
like Fred, right? Has anybody ever done that, Fred?
No, I hope. I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
I want to pay more money.
It's just so good.
Can I have the Hannaford brand for like the price of Cheerios?
Like,
imagine it.
It's so true though, because again, people are actually saying this stuff online, and it does make it seem like you're going crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, that's the thing, Milfman, is that like I think Capcom does listen to the RE community, because I mean, look what happened to Resident Evil 4. Fans wanted it on a PlayStation 4, and fans bitched, and guess what? They put it on the PS4. I know it doesn't run very well, but it is on the PS4. Like, they do listen to port arguments and stuff like that. They didn't put it on the One, but
it doesn't belong on the Xbox One.
It doesn't belong on the Xbox. I mean, that would have been...
Did you play RE2 Remake, Anthony? It's a fucking slideshow. Runs like 15 frames a second.
Yeah, it's definitely...
it's rough.
Yeah, it's really rough. So, I think Capcom does listen to some of that stuff. Now, as far as like what fans want, that's very subjective, because just because they don't listen to fans saying they want one remake over the other doesn't mean they're not listening. It's just Capcom thinks with their brains as far as the business side of things. They're going to go with what makes the most money. This right here, they were probably just like, listen, what money do we have to throw out to get this to work on Xbox? What do we have to do? And they found a way.
It even had to come down to that. That should have been a day one thing.
It should have been. I agree.
They should say, "Hey, Xbox, we want to put this on your shit." And Xbox should be like, "Great, let's get this ball rolling so you can hit the release date for everything." Not, we're just going to not do it. And then they go, "Oh," and then everyone gets involved. Weston, what's going on, man?
Yeah.
is great and everything, it's still ridiculous.
But don't take. I'm telling you, man. These Xbox guys, they take shit lying down. Don't take it lying down.
Yeah, no, I
Don't
agree.
make excuses for it. Oh, well, no one was going to play it anyway. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself, because I was going to play that game.
There's so many
And even
people
if
that
I
play the
that game
collections.
once or twice, which I don't. I play that game all the time. If you follow
People
these
play that
streams, you
game.
see I play those games all the time.
Yeah, it's like
Having access to it in my library. That's the whole point, buddy. Because if I'm at work one day and say, you know what, I really want to play Marvel vs. Capcom, I could jump on my Xbox and just play it. I don't have to worry about it.
And no, Milfman, it was not on Xbox One.
Pretending like you speak for the majority, you can go fuck yourself. And by the way, when you do that, like I said, the companies see that and they go, great, they don't want it anyway. We're not going to put it there. You're taking games away from people that you claim that Sony is doing, which they are.
Yeah,
you're doing the same fucking thing, bro. So don't go on there and be like, oh, well, yeah, we don't need it. Yeah, go fuck yourself. We don't need you in the community. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's stupid that, like, we act like,
stupid. I swear to God, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's we try to celebrate these games when they come back in these collections because
I saw
it's
those
cool.
tweets, tons of people tweeting that. Well, we don't need this game. No one was going to play it. It's like, guys, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Yeah, well, clearly the people that actually wanted it and had like actual constructive criticism towards their decision,
well, the majority won.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is that, like, even though these people are just bitching constantly, it's like, listen, as long as they listen to the people that were actually invested in this thing and they just wanted to play it on Xbox, they want to play it everywhere. There's nothing. Like I said, these games should be celebrated on just any platform you want. Play them, relive them in collections. That's a cool thing.
Milkman, it's about copium, says Eric.
I still think, like, yes, this is good and that's good they're listening, but it's bullcrap that they're gonna have to wait 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, that too. There is gonna be a delay.
It's like the game's gonna be $20 on PlayStation and Switch and Steam, and it's gonna be $60 on. It's like it's still screwed up.
It just shows how they were like they had no intention of putting it on Xbox.
No, I don't think. I think that was all bunk with the the technical. I think they they never even tried it.
Dude, what do you live in Texas now? You're in New York. Don't say bunk.
I don't know. I just think it was bullcrap because it would, if they were working on it, it wouldn't take that long. Now all of a sudden, like I think they just started working on it now because
it's a bunk, Fred.
It's bull. But I don't know. It's just stupid to me. It's like, yes, it's a win, but is it really? You still have to wait. It's like, I don't know. We're always waiting on Xbox.
Well, that's the last game I'm going to purchase. I tweeted I was going to purchase Power Rangers as the last Xbox game. But then this news broke, so Marvel vs. Capcom will be the last game I purchase on the Xbox platform digitally, and that's it. This way, it's in my library, and if I ever have access to it, I can use it.
Yeah,
but I'm buying it on all platforms anyway because I like these games. So that's pretty much it. So that's the swan song for me for the Xbox Marvel vs. Capcom collection. So
yeah,
my wife's still going to keep her Xbox. She's still going to use that. She likes the ecosystem. She likes all that stuff. So she's going to hang on to it. I have no choice. I can't really get rid of them. What am I going to do with them?
Yeah, it's tough when it's already been, money's been spent.
Yeah, I mean, what am I going to do? I have my library on there. Now, you know what? I thought of it the other day. My wife and I game share, so she'll get my library anyway. So it's just more games for her to stream and play, so she can have my library there. But Game Pass, those days are over. As long as this guy Phil Spencer's running the show, I'm not getting Game Pass. I'd rather buy Call of Duty.
There's nothing on there anyway. They're putting games that are $15 on Steam. It's like it's a waste of money.
Yeah.
There's nothing on there.
And now we're hearing that Fable will get delayed past 2025 again.
It's never. I'm convinced the game is not coming out. They canceled the other one. It could happen again. Don't be surprised.
Fred, your infamous joke.
Yeah, it's true.
No, he's not even gonna be on. He's just gonna be dead by the time it comes out. He won't even be in hospital. He's just gonna be fucking dead. Like
I
at this
can't
point,
believe
Jesus Christ.
when you sent me that, I was like, I just threw my hands up. I'm like, I just give up on this. I already like was giving up, but this is so bad.
Yeah.
Why don't we do this? When Fable actually does come out in another 25 years from now, that's when we'll go buy an Xbox, which they won't even be around.
It won't be out, and it'll run at 30
How
frames.
do you know this game will even come out? Like, it won't
I
get
don't.
canceled before the. If they cut off the box, who says they're not going to cut off some of these games?
That's
still
what I'm
gonna-
saying. It's not. I don't think it's gonna come out. I really
It's gonna
don't.
come
think it's
out
gonna
with
come
bugs as shit. It's gonna be buggy as shit.
How could it take this long? This is insane.
They canceled Fable Legends, what, in 2014?
Yeah, and it was done. It was done. I played the beta. It was finished. They'll cancel the game and write off all the expenses, and that's
I'll
it.
just
Bye.
play the original Fable. That's
At this point, that's what you got to do because
and I'll just imagine it as like the new Fable that's coming out.
Well, hopefully it does
really-
come out, but I'm off that train, man.
Yeah, no.
I'll play it on PC. I'll buy it on Steam if it comes out because I still want
No,
to play the
Frank.
game. But
This is what you do. You pirate it. Because all
Well,
the
yeah.
games get cracked day one anyway.
I
so
could
it
easily
doesn't
do that too.
And we
and not
already
give them
paid
the
for
dime.
Game Pass, so fuck them. I mean, we're paying every month for what? Sitting here and looking at nothing?
2017. How many years? 17, 18, 19, 20. 7 years, 8 years we've been paying for Game Pass. And what do we
I've been
get?
paying for Xbox Live since 2004, buddy.
Yeah, that too. That's right. Me too. I was playing for Live
So
before
we've been
Game
paying
Pass.
for this shit for 20 years.
Yep.
Long time.
I've been doing this since 2009.
Well, I mean that's it, man. Like it just comes to an end. You lost a customer after 20 years.
It's just indefensible at this point. I can't even do it anymore in good conscience. I can't take it.
No,
It's so ridiculous.
that's all right. Then what are you talking about? Because this is a talk show. What am I supposed to not talk about it?
We talk about the news on here, gaming news.
Imagine on Ricky Lake. Yeah, we got our people up here. Why are you even here on this show? Well, we're talking about a problem. Why? Keep your problems to yourself. Get off the stage.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
talk show. We're supposed to talk
Yeah,
about
I'll
this
bring in
stuff.
the views.
That's the point.
Oh shit. RWK's pissed.
Yeah, but RWK, he talks mad shit, but I don't see him with a PlayStation 5.
True.
All
He'll
I
get
do is
one.
see this guy talking.
Yeah, just spend the money on his tractor.
He's gonna get the Pro. Don't you know that?
He's not going to get the Pro. 2025 is when we get the collector's in the ass edition from Capcom. Capcom doesn't make Fable, sir. Will
They
all
From
four
Capcom.
guys get Black Ops 6 and stream it together? We will play it somehow together, but it won't be on
suppose.
Xbox.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you know, I'll be. I played the beta on PlayStation.
I'd rather
and it
I'd
was
rather
awesome.
pay the $70 to get it on PlayStation
Have it and be done with it.
because Phil Spencer won't get a cut out of that. At
I-
least I don't think he
I
will.
played it with the DualSense 5. It feels good,
Yeah.
looks good. It's
I
actually
played it
really
last year on the
fun beta.
PlayStation 5 because it came for free with the Slim.
Yeah,
The controller
I
was
played
fine.
I played it on Xbox like these past couple days, and I got booted like more than 5 times.
On their own
yeah.
service.
I paid.
Yeah,
on
their own service.
This is
I
Microsoft
played it
runs
on
like shit.
broken.
I played it on
Fucking crazy.
PlayStation with some people that were just on PC, and it ran fine. It ran smooth as fuck. That game is fast. To be honest
There's
with
a
you,
lot of movement in that game.
yeah, the Call of Duty hasn't felt this good in like years. Like honestly, like the movement's fucking crazy. The Max
Oh.
Payne dives are crazy.
You can literally
Um,
dive backwards now. And shit.
Yeah, like they
Nice.
literally got people that worked on Max Payne 3 to work on the movement. I mean, it's actually
Isn't
smooth
that
as
going to
fuck.
ruin the online, though? Diving all the time?
It is. You have to
What
do
if
it
some
too.
guy's just a dick and he keeps diving backwards
Oh,
all
man.
day?
You're gonna
Yeah.
get these like movement sweats that are just gonna be like.
Yeah, that was already happening on the beta.
Having seizures with
but the
fucking-
only
I'm
way
not
to
looking forward to it because I'm just gonna go on there and get my ass handed. To
I
me.
know,
Like,
it's-
I
Yeah,
was
but
just
this
Call
is
of Duty
why
in
we
general,
play together. We don't play online. That's where
Right.
Fred
Yeah,
missed
no.
the point when I played with him last year. I was like, Fred, we play against each other. We don't play in a lobby with other people. He's like, oh no, I play in a lobby. It's like we have to get all the guys together like we used to. We used to have like
Mhm.
10 people in the room. We just fight each other.
play with bots and stuff.
Which Call of Duty? The new one. Patriot Joel.
Black Ops 6.
Black Ops 6. BO6.
But yeah,
Body
And
odor
you can
6.
also interrogate people now too. You can actually go behind them and actually like interrogate people like in like the proximity chat. You can actually talk to people.
Yeah,
I think they're going a little overboard with all this extra shit.
What?
You can take people as human shields now.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, you can.
Yeah,
You
I
could
saw
grab
some,
another
like-
player and hold them as a shield.
and you could talk to them if you have a mic.
It's like,
Yeah,
what
like
are we doing
proximity
here? This
chat,
is supposed to
yeah.
be Call of Duty. What?
but I mean, the movement felt good. I mean, yes, is it a bunch of people that are better than me online? Absolutely, they're gonna kill me immediately. If they're on keyboard and mouse on PC, I mean, you're dead because they can just snap their mouse a lot
yeah.
faster, and
And their
that's
FOV. You can change their FOV too. It's like they
Yeah.
don't do so much shit on PC that
Yeah.
you don't do on console.
But Nick was saying that he was having some problems on the PC version of the beta. He was like, actually, I think console might be better for right now because it was a little weird.
Hmm.
I was like, all right. I mean, but it's funny because he didn't know. So Nick's friends didn't know about the Amazon cheat code. You know,
Was it Amazon cheat code? What?
the pre-order, and then cancel it. Like you get your code and then you cancel it. And I told him, I'm like,
Well, it's
me and
open
Perry have
beta
been
this week.
Yeah, this week, but before, like, they wanted codes for the weekend, and I'm like, me, Perry, and Frank, like, and all that, we've been doing this for years. Like, I was like, they don't know about this? I was like, yeah, you got to just pre-order the copy, they'll send it to you, and then his friends got codes, so there you go. But yeah, it's open beta this week, so it's all good, but yeah. So,
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I played it.
Yeah.
I thought
The
it was
health
good.
is a little lower too, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like in the Modern Warfare 3, the health is like 150. I think it might just be 100 in this new one.
Oh, shit.
Was
I
there
think 'cause
private mode in the beta or no?
I didn't
think so.
I didn't see it.
Oh, forget that.
Yeah,
Hockey fan, what's up?
I'd have to
but in
double
the
check again.
but in the game, when it comes out, I'm sure you could just
Yeah, when it comes out.
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
come
yeah.
out.
It's private, yeah.
But
When does it come out? What's the exact date it comes out? Do you know?
October 25th. Hold on, I'll get it right now. Because I'm gonna botch the date.
October 25th. You're right.
Perfect.
Cool.
I was spot on.
That's cute.
And yeah, I mean, my dad will pick it up, so I will probably just go half with him, and we game share, so I'll be on it.
Yeah, just do that.
So, yeah, game share is awesome.
If you
So
game share, it's 2 copies for one price, so it's like you're paying $35 a piece.
yeah, that's like the only real game he always looks for. I mean, he likes the sports games, but he just loves going through the Call of Duty campaigns. He's
Right.
always like really pissed when
The
it's over.
campaign's
He's
gonna be
like,
good in this
"Fuck."
one. I'm probably gonna beat that game.
Yeah, I can't wait for the campaign.
Yeah, that's
I'm more
what
looking
I'm
forward to the
diving
campaign
into.
than the multiplayer, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, yeah. Like I'll play zombies a little bit. I'll play multiplayer. Like multiplayer holds me over sometimes for a few months, then I'm done.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, if the campaign gives me a good experience,
Hey, it might get leaked again on PS4. PS4. I was gonna say 5.
yeah, I
PS4.
probably will. It was nice to finally not play it on a PS4 because yeah, if you guys may or may not know, some of us have been playing it for a month already. So a lot of these maps I already knew where the spots were. So that was fun to finally play it on a fresh console that runs it really smooth
Right.
as opposed to the Pro.
Yeah.
The Pro didn't run it like horribly, but you can clearly see a difference and feel a difference. So yeah, that was fun. So yeah, I jumped in a few matches. I only had time to play it for probably a day or so, but like it was still cool.
Yeah, I was in a lot of matches. I just kept on getting booted every time, like to the dashboard.
Really?
I play it like halfway. I was playing with a buddy of mine, and we were in Xbox like party and shit. But I would be playing it, and it froze, and then I get kicked to the dashboard. Like it would close out the whole game and everything. I'd have to go log back in. I'm like, what the?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello,
Thankfully, it was.
Xbox. Thanks,
was
Xbox.
fun.
It's your own fucking game, and you can't even run it.
Of course they can't.
What a surprise.
So when is it open beta?
This week.
It's
It's
supposed to be
open
this
right
Friday,
now.
I think.
Yeah, this weekend.
Okay, yeah. It opens from September 6th to the 9th. It looks like.
But if you have Game Pass, it's open right now. I think whatever.
Oh, okay.
Nah, it's alright. Nobody has it.
Everybody else, you guys test that out, and I'll see you in October. Sucks.
I obviously tested it out, and look what's happening to me.
Yeah.
I honestly will try to jump on it sometime this weekend, if anything, just to
Yeah.
play it again because
hop on
it
again,
was
yeah.
it was fun.
Speaking
I'll
of
hop on definitely.
Speaking of September 6th, that's the day that Concord closes down.
No.
Oh,
Aww.
Anything
were-
but that.
we were
Come
just making fun
on.
of that last week, was it? On last week's show, where we were just making fun of it again, and then it just
Yeah,
Yeah,
close
that's
down
in the
From
now.
the
news.
beginning, we were
Overwatch
like,
is
this
stupid
game is
cousin.
not going to hit. We knew it from the beginning that this was
Axel,
not
what's
gonna be a
going
good
on,
game.
buddy? How you
So-
doing?
Up,
Yo.
What's up,
Axel.
Axel?
Wait. So what's going on? Is
You got to
Concord
get
like?
Anthony on Good Morning Xbox, Axel. You're gonna have to message him.
Oh Jesus! I don't think you want to do that. Concord. It doesn't. Well, so what happened with Concord? Is it like the physical copies just went up like a bunch as well because of
No,
this crap?
they pulled it off the shelves. They took the game off all digital storefronts. It's gone, dead.
Delisted.
On the 6th, they're closing it like
They
completely.
took it off Steam the other day when I was live.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
off.
It's a failure because it was just a flop.
Now you know what's going to be interesting for that when it gets cracked, and then there's, X-Link to play, so people can jump back on and play it.
Yeah, I'm sure someone will do it.
People are gonna mod it and make it better, probably.
So this game is going for over $100 physically on eBay.
Right.
I think I saw it for $150, which it's a coaster. It is a piece of plastic. But these PlayStation guys think this is like a collector's item now. So I don't know, man.
I was thinking about buying it.
Everyone's got
physically.
no money, right? But they're going out and buying a piece of plastic for $150. Like,
See,
Well,
I tried to get one just to
People
sell
got
it.
money,
'Cause
bro.
I'm not
They
Yeah,
just wanna
that's why I was
sell
trying. I wanted to try and do that too.
But it's the
I wanted to try to get
history
one.
of gaming.
Yeah,
I wanted
you're
for the
preserving
history.
what? A history of what? There's a jumper file on that disk that tells you to connect to a server.
And I don't think people realize that it's not going to
See,
work.
if Sony
anymore.
was smart, they'll take all their inventory that they have in the warehouse and just throw it on eBay for $150 a pop.
Yeah,
They'll make
Why
all
are
their fucking money back.
I can't believe the Concord controllers are selling for a couple $100. Like, what the fuck?
Insane,
Well,
man.
Sony has them for $85 and nobody was buying them.
They're just going to eBay immediately.
The controller is worth more to buy than the stupid game. The game's not going to work, and I
The
don't think
controller's
people know.
overpriced. $85 for a remote.
I'm not going to buy it, but
Even if you like have the disc, it's not going to install. So it's like, what?
I know.
that's what. But I don't think people realize that, so they're stupid and they're going to buy it for $200 and not be
Yeah,
able to do
they're
it.
going to hang on to it thinking it's going to be worth more, and it might because of
It's like
dumbasses.
Overwatch. I have them sealed at the shop. I threw them in the 50% off bin. They're not worth anything.
Right.
Because Overwatch 1, the disc makes you download Overwatch 2. It's a coaster.
Yeah,
So I think
Yeah.
Destiny is the same way. Doesn't Destiny, the disc, make you download the second game? Something like that.
I don't know actually.
So
If
whatever.
Back from the Dead was here, I'd ask him about that. See if that's the thing.
Yeah, you
Because it's
should
like, I don't know. We talked about this, and yeah, it's just not really going to. It wasn't going to take off. It just didn't really seem like it was, on having the track record of kind of like a long lasting community. And look at this, it's gone. So, yeah,
Too long to develop, which is
This
a
has
big
to be the
problem
biggest
for a lot
flop in history, though. I mean, you're talking literally 11 days on the market.
yeah. Like what? Like that must be like a complete flop. I mean, if
Came out
it's
August
being-
23rd, and it was announced September 3rd that it's being pulled. So
that's so crazy.
They're doing the right thing, at least in refunding people.
yeah, unlike Microsoft with Redfall, they still sold it.
Wow.
They still haven't
Funny.
refunded everyone for Redfall. That's the funny thing. Sony's refunding Concord people like instantly, which
Well,
Sony
they-
never
they-
likes to refund anybody for anything. Just remember that, everyone.
But they're like admitting, like, hey,
They're
this is
completely
crap.
embarrassed
Yeah.
if they're refunding you.
This was the game that had that like cutscene that went on for too long of them in the bar and shit.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
We saw this. We're like, is it like Star Wars meets Overwatch? Or Star
It was
Trek?
May of
It's
last
horrible.
year. Yeah, with the CGI trailer, and we're just like, that doesn't look good. And then it's
It was May of this year.
Even Overwatch is like dead. It's like the one that started it is dead. You're not gonna make another one.
Yeah, this
It's
was
just
a
not gonna
10-year-old like, overnight thing. This wasn't the hero shooter thing is stupid. They're all trying to
Yeah.
be Fortnite and Call of Duty. It's like you can't. Call of Duty's trying to be like Fortnite. They can barely do it.
This is why these development cycles are too long, because either it takes so long that they switch
It took
the
them
engine.
8 years to make this game, and there's reportedly losing $200,000.
That's crazy.
200
They're
million.
calling it the
200
biggest
million. I'm
flop.
sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse
200,000.
me.
They'd be happy. They'd be like, oh, that's nothing.
They're saying
200
it's the
million.
biggest flop since Atari's ET. This is the biggest flop since Atari's ET. That's what they're saying on Google.
Yeah, well, they're stupid because ET wasn't a flop. Nobody just bought ET. Did
Only
they pull
25
ET after 10 days, Fred? No.
ET cost like $2
I don't know. I
to
wasn't
make
alive
anyway.
then.
But this is the thing. Like, these games take so long. They either come out and they're dated because they started working on it 8 years ago, or it takes even longer because they switch the engine, things change. It's like they have to switch it to another platform because they take so long to make the game. This is the problem. They got to stop making these games that take 8-10 years.
Yeah,
Look at
remember
Fable.
remember when we got games like, like the OG Quakes, Doom, Duke Nukem, Unreal Tournament, like just shit that was just like punchy, like really good first person shooters. Or
you know what
just,
that was,
just
Anthony? That
different-
was competition. They were competing against each other.
Yeah.
Oh, Duke came out, it was good. Well, let's make Quake. Oh, Quake is out, we got Unreal. Like, these guys were all competitive.
Yes. They admired each
These
other's
guys
work
weren't
as
stealing
well.
everyone's shit for the hell of it.
No, they were like, they admired the other work that their peers were doing, and they were just like, man, what can we do to
Where
like
was Sony
amp up
when
the competition?
Lawbreakers, which was exclusive to their console, flopped? They didn't
Right.
take that hint. Like, oh shit, Lawbreakers just flopped on our machine.
Yeah.
Can we cancel this Concord game before we go any further? No, they just let go.
Yeah,
They
and
canceled Twisted Metal, but they
Shows what an
kept it.
idiot Jim Ryan was too.
yeah, I mean, because Lawbreakers, again, it just didn't have the right, and and even Cliffy, our boy Cliffy B, has come out and said like, he fucked up on that too. You
Well,
know
he
what I
has
mean?
to, because if he denies it, it looks like a moron.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
looks like
It's
Phil
like,
Spencer.
yeah, that's true. And I think it's interesting because again, these are all people that were, once having that success, like hitting that success, and when these games were, because nowadays first person shooters are kind of like, you really do have to have stuff that stands out. And I think for Concord, it's like, if it just kind of blends in the mix of everything, I feel like they kind of thought that this was just going to be like a mega hit right out of the gate because you showed us this CGI trailer and then like, a bunch of things. I just remember me and you were watching, like we were live streaming it, and I was just like, I mean, this doesn't really look appealing. Like it looked like it was trying to be like Guardians of the Galaxy or something. Like,
Yeah,
and then
Star
like with the
Trek.
CG.
There wasn't even that much gameplay. It was just mainly just like all the freaking like story or whatever the hell it was. It was
Yeah,
like
and then
watching
it's
a
like
movie.
it was probably just a loose story to just be like, oh, this is why the characters are here fighting in this multiplayer like thing, and
They
I don't know.
also don't learn because every one of these games that's successful, Fortnite, Apex, all these games, they're free to play. And then people buy the stuff. Why didn't they either put this on Plus or make it free to play? Like,
Yeah.
no one's going to spend
Yeah.
$40 on this game. It's like,
No.
you're dumb. You
That's
should have just
terrible.
sold skins. Look at that first Descendant game or whatever. That game's free and it's selling all kinds of skins and stuff. People are paying $20 for
Look
skins.
at Foam Stars that outlasted this game.
Well, yeah, now they're making Foam
everyone
Stars
made
free.
fun of Foam Stars. And look at it. It's still going. It's free to play now, but
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's
still
like,
outlasted it.
I think this was the last of Jim Ryan's like live service idea because apparently they're canceling all these live service games, and obviously now they realize that it's not going to work. So hopefully,
I hope they go back to the drawing board and look at what made Sony great, the PS1, PS2 days, because that's what we need with the 5 or the 6, man. We need to go back. We need variety in games. Enough of this third-person shit with the bow and arrow and enough of that. That's not what Sony was built on.
Yeah, they gotta go. They gotta go back. I
You
mean,
can have your big third-person games, but have one like every fucking year. Like, don't have like 3 of them in 1 year. Like, give us our variety back. Give us Parappa. Give us Twisted Metal, Jumping Flash. Give us SOCOM. Give us the other game that you like, Siphon Filter. Start bringing this shit back. You know what they said today? The CEO of PlayStation said, we don't have any good first-party IPs.
yeah,
It's like, you have a catalog of good first-party IPs. What are you talking about? Just start bringing them back.
Yeah, so
They're
much
gonna have
potential.
Gaming is just fucked right now. Sony and Microsoft. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, either one of them. But at least Sony told you in January, bro, we got nothing this year. So Expect third-party games, and that's it.
Yeah.
Microsoft, keep staying on Game Pass. 3 months here. Oh, now it's coming out. Oh, it got delayed. Enough.
Yeah. Yeah, so another like flop like this is just like, unfortunately, it's not, like there's so much that's just not surprising about this. But it just doesn't add to the pile of shit that we've gotten up into this gen, almost 4 years in.
Well, this generation's the worst gen. And last gen was pretty bad too, but this one has to be the worst. At least there were games coming out last gen. They just didn't run good. Now you have the machines to run the games, and they're not coming out. So they need to go back and start making smaller games, because that's what brought them to the dance. Enough of these $500 million games.
I think they're learning that they can't keep doing.
They lost their ass in Spider-Man 2. Over $300 million game.
And the only reason
they made
Horizon sold was because they bundled it. That didn't really sell like a lot of
Horizon,
copies.
I think that's the franchise that you got to get rid of.
Yeah,
that one's dead. Like that one is thrown out. That's the one that you get rid of.
I agree with you.
I don't know why the hell they're sticking onto that.
Well, now they turned it into a Lego game just to like get a small game.
Yeah, but that's it, man. Like, get rid of it. They're making another game too, like a younger version of them. Like, it's like that was supposed to be a live service game too, I think.
I would cut all that Horizon.
You play as a young Aloy and her friends or whatever. I would just Horizon is just done. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Bring it back in another 10 years when you reboot it. All right. Get that out of here. Yeah. You got to bring back the heavy hitters. You got Twisted Metal. You have all these other games. Let's do it.
Now is the time for like a SOCOM or something that could go head to head with Call of Duty.
That's what I'm saying. Like, instead of doing this, Concord. Why Concord? You have SOCOM.
You're right.
You had SOCOM before the Xbox fucking came out. That was your shooter at PlayStation 2, man. People were buying the fucking headsets for SOCOM with the game. It was bundled with the game. People were coming into Best Buy and just buying the console and that game. On a Friday night. Like, my buddies are home. We're all going to get pizza. And we're going to sit down and play on the TV. Online. It was simple shit. Like, that's the game. That's your game.
That's why I'll never forgive them for the Twisted Metal stuff, because it's like, dude,
you realize PlayStation 4 skipped Twisted Metal?
Yeah.
There's a whole console generation of PlayStation with no Twisted Metal.
I feel like not enough people talk about that, to be honest with you, because that's like a sin. Like, you should. It's like, what the fuck? No,
because we have our first party exclusive with Drake and Alien and Bow and Arrow. It's like
Ragnarok.
All these stupid fucking people got desensitized with these stupid games.
And they don't sell that well.
Well, we lost our variety.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's hamming it up with all these stupid games. It's like, well, we played the shit on PS3 while you were on 360. Sorry you missed the boat. But now I got to relive the boat again? 2 generations after the fact?
Yeah, it's...
PlayStation 3 will be 20 years old in 2 years. And we're still getting their games on PlayStation 5. Like, what is going on?
And they're dumping hundreds of millions of dollars into these games that sell like 10 million copies. It's just not worth it.
Yes, you got to start going back, man. Make the simple games. Would it really kill them to make an offline Twisted Metal game? For not $100 million?
Yeah,
they should have released it with the movie. Like, I mean, with the show. The show came out. They should have like done something with.
Well, that was the plan, Fred, but they canceled it.
It's so stupid.
But that's what like.
But we got 1 and 2 on the store instead. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but that's not current.
Uncharted and Last of Us offline games. Why can't you just fucking do that with Twisted Metal? Or SOCOM or what? What is with all this? Yeah, Concord's going on. It's on eBay for $150. We saw that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that a few minutes ago.
Yeah. We're kind of still on that same... That's
People
kind of what we're talking about now.
People are literally paying for a coaster.
Yeah.
Which is insane, right? We live in a world where everyone's bitching they have no money, but they're running out and buying a piece of plastic.
Yeah.
That just so they can keep it for $150.
They'll keep it sealed on their shelf for 30 years, and then they're going to be like, oh, maybe it'll be worth something. But yeah, that's what the Concord conversation turned into, is just us kind of saying, like, a lot of these games shouldn't be this way, and the fact that we have so many games that are just not in the mix that should be, and that could be done, correctly.
Look at Richard. He's been playing EverQuest Online on the PlayStation emulator. He's been playing online with people. They bought Activision Blizzard, right? Well, Sony, it might be time to compete and bring up EverQuest Online again.
They should. There's not a lot of good MMOs anymore. There's World of Warcraft and Elder Scrolls, which are kind of crappy now. They should bring up EverQuest.
But that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, they have plenty of IPs to bring back that are popular. And they'll hit. But the thing is, they condition their audience since the PlayStation fucking 4 to, hey, you guys didn't play this on PlayStation 3, so play it here now that you're here, and we'll just continue from there. It's like that didn't work. It blew up in their face.
I mean, they got to be losing money on these games at this point, so they're going to have to stop.
Bring back the variety. You have a catalog full of games. The catalog's not even on your subscription service. That should have been on your subscription service day one. You want to play all our shit? It's here. You could subscribe, come in, come out, leave, whenever you want. But it's here for you. But they're doing this thing where they don't release games for like 2.5 years into it, and it's like, that's not going to keep people on. If people look up a game, let's say Toomba. They see Toomba and they go, oh wow, I like this game. Can I play this on PSN? Yes, it's in the PSN subscription service. People are going to go, great. I want to play that right now. I'll pay the $30 for the 1 month or whatever it is. 3 months, whatever it is. And I'll play Toomba on there, on the classics. They don't even do that shit. They're just like, yeah, it's 2 years later. You better take these games, and that's it. That aren't even in our library. A lot of the games they're putting in are third-party games. It's like, what about your first parties? They're not even in there.
Yeah, they're not even included, which, again, we're
not talking
catalog,
about brand new games. We're talking about the games that came out on PS1.
Yeah, the games that should already be on there.
That they own, that aren't on their own service.
Well, they like begrudgingly even put these games out there to begin with.
And then they
seem like a pity
their own
award.
Games off their own service.
Yeah, it almost seems like a pity award. Like, we feel sorry. Here you go. Here's some classic games to play.
Bro, you don't want people going to retailers. If you want to get rid of physical, like, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
You say, hey, all our shit's on our service. You pay the $50 for 3 months or whatever it is. $30, $50, $40, whatever it is. They'll be making money hand over fist. You don't need to subscribe for $200 a year. Just buy the damn cards, and you have access to this stuff. I don't know. These companies don't know what the fuck they're doing. None of them do. They have no idea what they're doing. Nintendo has an idea to an extent.
Well, we'll see what they come up with the new Switch.
Yeah.
Which that's supposed to be announced in a couple of, I say, months or weeks to begin with.
Yeah, that's another one we're gonna have to be on the hunt for, so to speak. But yeah, it's I don't know. I hate seeing the stuff that shouldn't come back. Again, maybe they're just afraid if certain stuff will work years down the road. Now that a new reboot would happen for these games, but like we said, a lot of the formulas have kind of been set by some of these recent games. Where if you were to take SOCOM and just update it with seasons every year, you don't have to keep making SOCOM games. You could just make a multiplayer SOCOM squad-based game and just update the maps, like different cool bases, different countries that you're in. Like, what's so hard about that? You know what I mean? Why hasn't anybody pitched that? Okay, we don't have to make SOCOM 1, 2, 3, 4. No,
you don't even need that though. Just make the game with an offline mode and an online mode, and you're good, like the old days. Because obviously this new shit's not working for them.
No.
It works for Epic because of Fortnite, but beyond that, all these new companies, they can't make new games like this. All the new live as a service games are failing.
Right.
At least the shooters are.
It's a huge gamble for a live service because you have to get people to stay.
Right. So make an offline campaign, make an online service for it, and that's it. Just do it like you used to do, and you'll make the money because people, that's what they want.
I kind of meant more like how,
I guess. What you're saying.
Yeah, more like what obviously Infinite does, where it's like they just do the seasons, but it's like even though it's not live service, but Halo Infinite's kind of done it wrong because again, they didn't
Halo
really
Infinite did it wrong. They didn't want to sell you nothing.
No.
I wanted to buy the Christmas suit, and they were like, "No, you got to do these challenges." Did the challenges? Guess what? Didn't get the Christmas suit. I did exactly the 5 challenges it told me to do.
Yeah, they just didn't keep the
and
seasons.
They drove me fucking crazy doing those challenges. I still didn't get it. Whereas I would have just thrown the $5 down and gotten the damn suit and went to bed.
Yeah, they should have had better maps from the earlier seasons, and they should have added the co-op should have been there day one. Like split screen should have been there day one.
No, we want to sell you Xbox Live, Anthony, to you and your friends.
Yeah, it's like
that's the one thing about Call of Duty. There's challenges, but at the bottom, it's like just win matches for whatever. Like you still
but Call of Duty says, you know what? You don't want to do this. Just give us the money.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can do that too, but
great.
They make it easy. I don't want to be forced to do these things that you're telling me to do. It's like I just want to go in the game and play for a little bit.
Richard is playing EverQuest as we speak. Dreadpool, we all know to buy physical Concord for the collection to be part as complete as possible and money. There you go.
Okay.
The collection will be incomplete without Concord sealed on the shelf for 30 years. Just remember that. Just remember. No.
You'll be doomed forever.
Yeah.
Imagine somebody returned it and they could have sold it online for $150.
Yeah.
And bring it to GameStop.
GameStop won't take it. It's dead.
Oh, we're going to talk about GameStop later. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be put out of business.
Don't worry. Okay. GameStop, they're not doing this.
I haven't been at work in almost a month. I didn't even go in last week. I wasn't feeling good. I'm not feeling good this week either, but you know what? I should be all right. Let's see what happens on Friday. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just stupid. It's just silly to see these.
I'm not even opening. They still haven't put me in a business. Remember the Shrek meme?
Yeah.
We know that they can't do it right. We know this. They do nothing right.
They already did it wrong. Did you see the videos from Anthony sent me the Spawnwave video? Which I don't watch Spawnwave. He's a dick.
No, I don't watch him either, but I wanted to like just see.
I did. I skimmed through the video, and this guy went there, and they were selling. They had Perfect Dark in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah. They don't have any space for any of the like expensive games, nor do they really have any real expensive games.
But they can't sell the other games.
They have a bunch of PS3 games.
The corporation though, Anthony. Come on.
They have retro games, but guess what? Some of them are 360 games, PS3 games. Like it's like they have more of that than they have. Yeah, like they don't like it's not what people think.
And they don't take care of their used stuff. Like I don't know if I said it on here or I just told Perry, but when I went to get the PS5, I was going to get the used one, and the guy opens the box, and it's just thrown in there. The wires weren't wrapped. The plate was off. It was scuffed. It's like, what did they do? They probably just traded in and threw it in a box and, like, sent it off.
I'm almost tempted to, like, try to find the closest one to me, which would probably be in PA. And just film like going in there and just showing you guys like what like I always thought about it for a second. None of that do the retro thing. So when you look up the retro, when I put in the area location thing for the retro like section, it's only like Philly's the closest one. There's nothing.
Retro store locator. Let me see. If any of mine are.
I was gonna say do the locator, put in the area, and then see like
the one right down the street is the only one. That one in Cortland.
How do you look it up? Do you just look up like retro games?
Click the retro section on the site, and then put in the zip code, and then it will.
Gotcha. I'm gonna see if there's one by my school. I can go tomorrow.
You know why it's only at certain locations, right? So when this thing bombs,
they don't have to worry about it. Yeah,
I don't gotta worry about it.
I'll check out the one over here sometime.
Which, by the way, it did bomb the first time in 2016 when they tried this.
Yes, this isn't new, by the way. This happened in 2016. We talked about it on the show in 2016.
And granted, this could save them. But like you're telling me now, they don't want to dedicate the space for the games. Like it's already a done deal.
Well, apparently from what we saw in the video, like even the employees didn't really know much about it. Apparently the section just showed up at their store and so did all the stuff. They're just like, I guess we got to put this out now. Like that's
The employees only know one thing: PlayStation. They don't know anything else.
Yeah,
The employees weren't even born when Super Nintendo was out, and they're gonna try to sell me Super Nintendo games.
yeah. Like the mind, they don't even have like they have people being surprised that this stuff's happening. Do you want those kind of people that don't even know like dick to handle these retro games that you're like, buying from them? Like it just doesn't make any sense. It's so ass backwards. It's so ass back. It doesn't even make any sense whatsoever. Like, I don't.
What's going on,
get
buddy?
it. Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Do they have used underwear as retro? Says Stevie Mac.
See, their prices are good, but how do you even know if you're gonna get a real cartridge? Like, I would never risk this ever.
Well, we already had people tweeting that they were getting repros last
That
week.
is the closest one.
Well, because apparently they take any cartridge that works, like, so you could just trade in a repro and they'll take it, allegedly.
Gotta try and trade it. See what happens.
I don't know, man. It's gonna be weird.
It's weird.
Frank, which one is that?
The one outside the mall.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about. Yep. I just didn't know. I got confused which one it was. It's either that one or this other one in the middle of bumblefuck.
I'm not worried about it. I was retiring anyway in a couple of years, so it doesn't matter.
I would not be worried about it if I were
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried.
It's not gonna work.
No.
I don't think people realize too, like retro as far as Super Nintendo and Nintendo, that stuff's pretty much halted for the last few years.
Yeah.
It's really PlayStation 1 that's picking up. And I think Xbox and PS2 are starting to pick up big time. PS2 was picking up a couple of years for the last few years, but original Xbox and 360, obviously, because of the store. That stuff is picking up. But again, GameStop doesn't even have the cases and shit for these games. They don't even care. It's still...
No.
It's like they took them out of the garbage pail and put them on the shelf.
True.
Jeez, I can't believe. So, like, there is one in Jersey, but it's actually further than the Philly one for me. Like, it's that far away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because so, like, the one in Jersey's 28 miles away, and then the one from Philly is like only 21 miles away. So it's like I could always try that one, but it's like I really don't want to go to the city just for a retro GameStop thing. But
I'll check it out and report back.
Yeah.
We're literally right down the street. So
because I think this one is the one in Jersey is in like a plaza, like near a mall, I think. So I could always check that one out if I really feel like driving.
I'm gonna go there and spot repros and stuff immediately.
Oh,
I just want to see it. You know what I mean? Because it's
I'm
like
curious too.
It doesn't sound good from the videos, and because it wasn't just that guy that I watched. Just I read some people just going there online, and yeah, it just seems like it's very lazy.
It's a last ditch effort. I feel like.
Yeah. 100%.
Which that could save them, but again, they won't invest the money or the space to put them in the stores. If they did it right, that could put GameStop on the map for at least 5 more years. But they don't. They do this stuff half-assed, and that's why they're in the situation they're in.
Yeah,
I have zero faith in them. Remember they were selling phones and stuff. Like nothing works
It's fucking
for them.
stupid.
Now the trading cards, like you're stretching yourself too thin. It's too
Yeah,
much.
no.
They're
Too much to
grasping at
get
straws,
involved
man.
Yeah. It won't work, and they're always too late. Like the cards really picked up during the picnic, but now it's
These
too
stupid
late.
idiots that saved the Game Stonks thing, they're a bunch of fucking idiots. Ooh, I made an extra $300. Yeah, great. You kept them in business for another 5 years. Thanks.
Yeah.
You take your $300 and stick it up your ass while these guys are still in business because of that.
And lots of people lost money on that too, which nobody
Yeah.
talks about.
No.
They kept it for too long and it tanked.
That's their problem. That's what they get for trying to revive this shit.
Yeah, they should have let it die.
Should have let it die.
The only thing they're good for is getting rid of your consoles, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a
Kinda.
dumping ground. That's all it's good for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we said, do it now while they're still around, given money for the consoles, and yeah, that's essentially what I'm gonna do. And yeah, it looks like it's like 40 minutes away. The one location that has the retro stuff. So who knows? Maybe if I'm out that way, it's like more towards like down the shore from here. So, I don't know.
Yeah, there's not one in Connecticut.
Like if this was at like every single GameStop store near me, that'd be like, oh wow, they're trying to roll this out like heavy. But the fact that they're like kind of testing it and it's not really working,
It's like they know.
yeah, it's just because they don't want to spend all this money yet. But we'll see what the hell happens.
All
But
this
yeah,
money that they don't have.
yeah, it's just
I got more money than you, friend.
It's true. I mean, that is true. They are.
I mean, they are, they're hanging on somehow. I'm gonna have to
Fred, who's going through your food?
Hmm?
Somebody behind you going through your food.
Oh yeah, I know. It's okay. He can have it. He needs it more than me.
They're going for those expired Pop-Tarts. They got about a month left to live.
Mm-hmm. Last year, I think he's going for the.
Where's the one in Jersey? Says Stevie Mac.
It's in. I'll tell you where it is. Millville.
Millville.
No, that's not
Mill-
real.
No, I'm serious. Millville. That's literally what it's
Millville?
called.
Fucking Millville.
That is hilarious.
I wish I was making that up, but Stevie Mac's gonna know.
Why is New Jersey so strange with their
I
names?
couldn't tell you. Why does near like when you go down the shore and you're in Wildwood, Bruce Willis has a it's called the Bruce Willis truck stop or the service station. There's a Bruce Willis service station when you're leaving Wildwood, and then there's a Frank Sinatra one right after that.
What the hell?
Good night, New Jersey. I'm going to the Bruce Willis truck stop.
Not the Bruce Willis truck stop.
But yeah, so yeah, that's the closest one. So yeah, it's far away. But I'm gonna go in there and it's just gonna be like, crickets and just like dust on the retro shelf probably.
I was gonna retire anyway in a couple of years, so either way, I'm still retiring when I'm retiring.
No, man, I think everyone will be fine.
Everyone's
As far as yeah. Because the real collectors want to go to mom and pop places that actually know what they're looking for, know what they're talking about, know the condition, know the pricing. They're not going to go to a bunch of fumbling idiots, that barely know how to tie their shoe.
Plus, GameStop doesn't take everything, so I mean, that's another thing too.
Yeah, they don't have space for the amount that
You really think they're gonna buy somebody's collections?
No.
For cash money, they ain't gonna fucking do it. They don't even have enough cash to buy like consoles.
Yeah, sports games. Yeah.
You know that they ask over here? They ask if you want cash or credit before you even do the trade because they don't have it in the register, the cash.
And they also will
if
Venmo
you say credit, the guy goes phew, literally.
Yeah. I think they offer PayPal and Venmo so that they don't have to have cash. They just can't do it.
Yeah, it's kind of fucking weird, right?
Yeah. How does that work? Like, what if you're like, yeah, I want you to send it to my Venmo? Like, I don't know. It seems strange, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know how that's all on the up and up. Their tax guy must want to kill them.
Yeah, like for the trades that I'll be doing for the stuff we're going to talk about later. Yeah, I'm going to obviously reinstate my membership, my pro thing, so I can just get the, just pay the 20-something bucks. So even though I'm contributing to the continuation of their business, obviously it makes sense. You get more as a pro member.
Use Fred's phone number.
Yeah, I'll just.
You could
use my number. I'll get points.
Yeah, use my number too. Fuck, I don't give a shit.
Well, I would say get the card if you're going to trade a bunch of consoles in or games. If you're just going to do that one thing, you're getting $20 and you're just going to give them the $20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just use one of their phone numbers.
I got it because I figured I would trade in at least 2 consoles.
Cam May, what's up? The man who donated $200 for the smashing.
Heck yeah.
Oh, what's up, Cam? Did you like the video? I didn't even hear.
Yeah, Cam. Hopefully you liked it.
One in Millville looks like it's at some random strip mall.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like out. It looks like it's just out there. I'm like, God, I don't even know if it's. It would just be like.
Who's to say it even have anything over there?
That's what I'm saying. Like it says it on their web. Like it's on their website, but it's like, yeah, like how much do they actually have? Like
you could go all the way out there for nothing.
Yeah, I know. That's 40 minutes there, and then like
Plus,
40 minutes
people want to
back.
go to these things and build their collections, their retro collection. They don't want to go there and pick up 360 games that don't have cases on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that too.
They're
Yeah.
not gonna have cases for anything too.
No, you know,
and
the video he showed me, it's all the little kids on the fucking cover. Hey, GameStop.
Yeah.
It's like people aren't doing that shit. That's not what
nobody
people
wants
do.
that.
People are. They want the booklet. They want the manual. They want all this stuff. And
They
if
don't
you
watch-
don't have it, and by the way, I don't think GameStop realizes this. You literally have people that come in and go, "Will you sell me that without the manual?" Or I'll sell you guys the manual. I just need the box or something like that. Like people come in with the stupidest shit. I have a guy that works at GameStop, or used to. He would just trade me the empty cases of like all the Pokemon games because he knew that I could use them. And I gave him a couple of dollars store credit. He just wanted to buy something. Just
Yeah.
wanted a few bucks off of whatever he was picking up. But, you know, with stores like ours, yeah, that case, that stupid case.
Oh.
With stores like ours, like you can just take anything you want.
Yeah.
Hey,
And,
I'm
you know-
trading my computer. You want it? Well, we don't take those, but I'll give you $50 for it, so I can keep it.
You know, people are gonna go into that GameStop and try to haggle too. Like, can I give you $15 for that?
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
they do that shit with me, and I don't like that.
They're gonna do it over there now.
It's like my prices are cheap to begin with, and you're gonna fuck with me. Like,
Yeah.
it's because
You're
these
not-
retro
not a
guys
flea
want to
market.
feel like they got a deal,
Mhm.
and it's like, guys, you're getting a deal anyway. You just don't realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. If I do stop in there at some point for some dumb reason, I'll just record the section or send pictures of
Will
it or
they
something.
last longer than Concord? That's the
No.
question.
Well, let's see. The announcement of this happened last week, so let's see if it lasts longer.
Has to pass 11 days. See what happens.
Yeah. But yeah.
So we talked bad about Xbox. We talked bad about Sony. We talked bad about GameStop. Who else?
Nintendo, where are you at? I talk
Yeah,
bad about
Well,
you.
let's talk about the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, this is announced for apparently a showcase for next week, a state of play.
Supposed to be Monday on the 9th.
Monday or Tuesday, I would assume. But maybe, like I said, maybe in Japan, Monday is Tuesday. I don't know. They're saying it's either going to be announced on the 9th or the end of the month. Originally, it was the end of the month. Now it's the 9th. So let's see what happens here.
So right now in Japan, it's Thursday, 12:15 p.m. right now.
Yeah, so they're 12 hours, almost 12 hours different.
Yeah, so 12-hour difference.
Where is this photo? I could show everybody in here. I sent you guys the photo. I don't know if I saved it on my computer.
So
or
this has been floating around online. Obviously, we're gonna talk about the prices and stuff. Nothing's actually confirmed yet, but we're gonna talk about if these are the prices and our thoughts on it.
I still have fucking Pinhead on here.
Because we know PSA, yeah, he ate it anyway, so he just dealt with it. But yeah, I think there's it's definitely coming out. We know it's a thing. We're not dumb, you know what I
it's
mean?
fake, Anthony. Didn't you know that?
Yeah.
The biggest question
The
right now is
developers
the
have
price.
just had the console forever. You know, it's fake.
Yeah.
All right, so I
yeah,
found a picture of it.
Yeah, the biggest question right now is like, yeah, what is going to be the, final price?
All right, so I got the picture up there.
Oh, perfect. I love that design.
Oh, that looks like it's the wrong photo. Let me find it.
I'd be a little mad, but that's kind of cool. I'll take it.
Look like someone played like tic-tac-toe and then
Can you
threw
guys
up
send
all
me the
over the
photo?
Of
I'll
the
just fucking Google it. It'll probably take me a second. I just don't want
Yeah.
the screen to go away. And the screen's gonna go away anyway because the computer sucks. PlayStation 5 Pro leaked. These are all fake photos. Can you
Here,
please get me the real photo?
I'll send it.
You got it, Ant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have the picture with the specs, or was that the website? Oh, where's the Wario photo that had all that stuff?
I have this one. I'll see if I'll see
Where's
if I
the
can
one from
find
that Wario guy? Yeah, let's see.
I put the one you sent through our chat.
All right, hold up.
I'm trying to find the Wario one.
I got the Wario one.
Okay.
Download. Give me that. All right. So here it is. Let's drop it in here. So
you got both?
Yeah, I got the Wario one. You want to read this? Do you have it too, or what?
I don't have the Wario one.
I'll get you the Wario one. One of you guys reads this, okay? One of you guys please read this. I said reads.
Reads it.
Oh, that's that other one. Okay.
I don't know what this code name
I'll
is.
show both of them.
The next PS5 model is indeed PlayStation 5 Pro. Sketch illustration of the console based on the final design is provided. Does not know if there's an addition with the disc drive. Same DualSense controller. Expects announcement in the first half of September. So that's what we heard originally.
Yes.
And we got some more information.
Okay, so that was on August 29th at 4:46 a.m. of all things.
Yeah, I saw this. I was awake after we ended the show.
Yeah, I
was up all night cleaning the room, and then I saw this. I'm like, come on, man.
The first thing I said was, it's always on Thursdays. Like, it's always after we record.
Yes. So there is the Pro model. Now, this is going to use the same covers as the PlayStation 5 Slim. These, you see this middle piece here? That's just part of the plastic of the Pro. It has nothing to do with these plates that are on here. So the plates are interchangeable, which is good. Like, I don't like the fat ones. Like, once you don't have a fat anymore, you're screwed. You're stuck with them. But at least with these, you can pop them on and off. That's good. They need to make pink plates. Hello. They, like I said before, they discontinued that pink controller as well. They need to bring that back. So this guy's is Bill Kuhn. So this guy, the guy who drew the sketch and leaked the info. Now the picture that you sent me, which I sent you guys as well, is this one right here. I think it's from 4chan or something. I don't know. This says this is the wrong design. Apparently, the guy that did that sketch looked at this photo and said they got the stripes wrong. So I don't know what he's talking about, but whatever. So the disc edition is supposed to be $6.99, and the digital is $5.99, and it's supposed to release December 6th, according to this post on 4chan.
Now we don't know
4chan, but this is just what was posted online.
Yeah, we know everything. We know this thing's coming. We just don't know how to, like, the final number price, and I guess we'll find out on the 9th.
Some people are saying it's going to be $5.99 and $6.49, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little, you know, it's I mean, it's coming soon.
A big ask. So I think if they try to hit that $649, even though it's like the same thing, it'll make people feel better about it, because it's like, oh, it's not $700. But also, too, you have the 2 terabyte Series X that's $600. So
yeah, and this thing isn't. It's still 1 terabyte according to the specs. So it's like, what are you guys doing, charging $700 and it's not 2 terabytes? If you're taking away the disk drive, you should just have that more memory by default too. I mean, not that it matters because it all needs to be installed, but you know what I'm saying. It's like, just get more of the storage on there. And, you know, if the disk drive can be sold separately, just like the Slim, kind of like how they're using the same plates, you know, and they could still use that disk drive that they already are manufacturing. So if you didn't want it and you wanted to add it later, you could.
Right.
But like, that's a lot, man. I mean, $700, that's about $750 after tax over here in the States. So that's a lot. That's a big ask. And would this really surprise us if Sony actually went on these prices? Not really.
It wouldn't surprise me.
No,
at
it
all.
We always joke and say PlayStation for a reason, and I think if they know that they have the industry by the balls right now, they're like, you know what, we're just gonna release it at any price and people will buy it.
Back from
Because
the Dead is in the chat room. What's going on, back?
Yeah, what's up?
what's up?
$600 to $700 for a PS5 Pro. Get a third job edition. There you go.
Yeah, they're going back to that shit basically. If these prices are
if
what they
GameStop
are.
keeps the trade price, I'm not too worried about it because
Yeah.
I'll get 3 something for my other one, and then what am I going to pay another?
I gotta get on that like
I have
soon.
I have 3 digital editions. I might get rid of those. Because
Yeah,
what
I'm
the hell
gonna
am I
trade
going to
in
do?
my
I was going to
Fat.
replace them with Slims anyway. So, and again, I bought this Slim for my wife over the summer, and it's still here. I never put it in the other room, so she never even used it. So, I could put this one and replace the other ones just to get rid of them. But yeah, the one that's here, the Slim that's right here, that's mine, the blue one. I'm gonna hook a Pro up to this, so that'll be freed up. So I have plenty of Slims around and shit, but yeah, I'll probably get rid of the Fats. I have my launch model down here that I don't use.
That's what I have over here.
And I have that Horizon Forbidden West one. The one that was with the smaller motherboard or whatever. I get rid of that one too. I don't care. Got the Pro.
I mean, it's shaving half the price off, so more than half probably. So
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Not
I mean,
bad.
you can't complain about that. If
I'll
you're gonna
upgrade to the
buy one
Pro and
flat
that's it.
out, like I don't know if I'd buy one flat out for 700, but if you have one that you have anyway, you might as well trade
Right.
it in.
And if this becomes less than 700 as well, then it just makes it even more justified when you trade stuff in, because you're like, all right, if it's like, if it's, let's say like $499, let's just say,
Yeah,
then,
right.
right. I know it's being very, very hopeful.
I think 600 and 650 is the sweet spot, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Not that I want to pay that much, but hey, if you're gonna do it and you're Sony and you're gonna upcharge it
Yeah.
anyway,
And the
700 is
state,
nuts.
the state of the competition, right? You know that GTA 6 is supposed to come out, right? So they're thinking, okay, if we, because to be honest with you, even
Apparently
someone
they
like
got the
marketing.
they got the
The
marketing
marketing.
rights for it, which
that's a sign of something.
If this Pro is the only console that can run it at 60, then
They got them.
off to the races. They get
Yeah.
their 700 all day and night long.
Yeah, because like to be honest with you, like when I told my dad about this, and he's been on Sony for the past 28 years probably. He was just like, I'm in. Like he just wants the newest one. You know what I mean? And he's like, I'll trade stuff in for it. Whatever, because some people just want to play it. He's like, but is it supposed to be better graphics? I'm like, yeah, it's gonna run
Dad,
stuff
that's
better.
not proper etiquette. Give me a credit card, $700.
Yeah.
We need 2 of them, so we can.
Yeah, we.
Just puts his head down, hands the card.
That's funny. We need 2 of them. I need one for the show.
We need 2 of them, and Nick needs one, so we need 3.
Yeah.
Screw this guy so bad.
Nick's like, well, I want to play MLB, so.
$2,100 later, your dad bought.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, I just think.
Well, hey, at least you could take the disk drive out if it breaks.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You could replace it.
Make sure you get the warranty, because the guy said at GameStop that
Oh
these
my
are known to
God.
break.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I'll probably still hold on to the old PS5 for reasons, You never know if you can, hack it down the road when the firmware.
I still have a sealed Spider-Man edition downstairs.
Yeah.
That I paid $600 for. I still got the plates that are separate from the other machine that I had.
Yeah.
And it's pointless because they made the plates for the Spider-Man plates for the Slim, and they're on Amazon for like $40. So I ran out and bought those Spider-Man machines for nothing. I got the controller sealed too. I got 4 Spider-Man controllers.
Is that on
sealed.
hackable firmware?
The Spider-Man one, yeah. They say if you don't touch it, then yeah. And I still have one that I hacked. It's still in the back room in the basement on 3.00.
Yeah, like if anything, I'll just keep the one of the PS5s offline, and then one day, if it's able to be hacked, then I'll have that's the only reason why sometimes I'll keep extra consoles on deck, for that reason alone. Because I'm just like, oh,
you don't have to go look for one.
yeah.
Try to trade in the banned one. I wonder if they would check.
Well, we're gonna have Fred test that.
Because I don't think when I traded in the S, they just saw that it was wiped and they didn't mess with it. I don't think. I can't remember.
Yeah, because they don't have time. That's
Yeah,
GameStop
so
for you.
maybe they'll just take your banned
Well, then I'll
one.
give you the banned one to go trade in, Frank.
I don't want to do it. Let Fred do it.
I'll do it. I don't care if I get banned from GameStop.
I can't get banned. I still
No,
can
it's a
trade
banned
in my
console, Fred.
Yeah, the worst they could do.
Actually,
is
the banned PlayStation 5 is actually pretty good as a kiosk console because what's someone going to do? Steal it?
Right, that's true.
Can't
Might
do
as well
anything with it.
Yeah.
That's why I bought it. I bought it to be a kiosk console. The only issue I have with it is gigantic.
Right.
You know? I don't even know what he's talking about. Are you gonna get? Don't forget the pro membership. How much is that Spider-Man edition worth? That Spider-Man edition console is worth about $800 to $900, sealed. I have it sealed downstairs. It's ready to go. It goes for money.
Ti.
I just gotta find someone to buy it. At that price, I could get a RX 7900 XT or 4070 Ti. That's the way to go. Frank's got the 4070 Ti.
Yep.
Did you guys see Ubisoft stocks dropped $3? Oh, it dropped to $3. Well, Ubisoft sucks anyway. We all know that.
Yeah, they've been dropping the ball forever.
That Spider-Man, the Star Wars game is not hitting the mark. So, I mean, what do they have left? Assassin's Creed again? Like, what do you expect
Yes,
at this point?
Assassin's Creed again.
They should just name it that. Assassin's Creed again.
Yeah, again.
Let's just rename Ubisoft Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed, ...
That's
Again.
a overhaul with what they're doing. They need to totally, think of what they're doing.
Assassin's Creed, again. Again.
I love how the Mirage, they sold it for cheaper because they knew they couldn't get the money. They're just like, yeah, we're not even going to try at this point.
No.
Just sell it to you for
They
$40.
barely got the money for that one.
I know.
Oh, you could play the Atari 50th anniversary, Frank, on your PS4.
Oh, sick. Okay. I'm going to get that at some point. Not now.
How can you get on PS5? What?
What?
How can you get on it?
How can you get on it?
Well,
you go to the store and buy it?
Yeah.
You buy it, and then you can step on it.
And then you can sleep with it. I don't know.
You come home, you plug it in, and you play on it. That's it. It's very simple.
It's not like Phil Spencer. If you sleep with an Xbox Series X, then he'll come to you.
Yeah, it's the magic,
Phil Spencer has a PS5.
Yeah.
He's playing his own games on it.
Exactly.
They run better.
Derek wants
another thing too. This will now
back.
be the world's most powerful console.
Let's see what Indiana Jones can do on the Pro.
That's going to be...
I'm not buying Indiana Jones because I know it's going to get cracked. So
it's going to be all telling, when this thing just runs like...
You might have to buy Indiana Jones. How long do Bethesda games take to crack? That's the issue.
Yeah, it depends. You're right. I was thinking about regular Xbox Studios games, but you're right. It's Bethesda. We'll see.
Hey, didn't Doom fucking get cracked like day one? Doom Eternal, remember that?
Yeah, I don't remember actually.
Yeah, Doom Eternal was like 0 day or something.
Either way, if I buy Call of Duty and Indiana Jones, it's still cheaper than a year of Game Pass. I'll still save $100.
RWK says, fuck Indiana Jones. Anyone buying Space Marine, Fred is.
Doom Eternal is cracked on release day.
I'm definitely going to buy it.
Right here. You were right.
I love Space Marine, so I would definitely buy it.
There's no DRM on Space Marine.
That'll be cracked on day one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that online only, or is this single player?
I think there's a single player.
Yeah, single player.
Yeah, I'm not into those games anyway.
Me neither, but hey, if I could try it out, I'll try it out.
Sony stock had actually been doing really well. Well, there you go. They messed up Rocksmith plus their stupid subscription-based service. Who did?
Oh, Ubisoft, I think he means.
Be hilarious if the PS5 is $200 more and only as powerful. Yeah, you say that, but there's more games on it.
Well, and here's the thing: if the Pro digital is 600, the 2 terabyte Series X is 600. So what are you
Mhm.
gonna buy? Like, it's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like it's unreasonably priced. If it's really that much better, I don't know. I think
Well, I
it's
think
Depends
that's why on the
depends on what
9th.
enhancements they're gonna give you.
Yeah, like
Right.
on the 9th, like when we see those specs and everything, if they just come out, because you can't just have these prices and not sell it to us.
Right.
You're putting it out in December.
Or
They
else
got
you'd
to
be
come
like
out.
Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly. And they're
They
they're
gotta
definitely
demo games on this thing at the thing, like show you, hey, there's a patch for this game. Look how it runs.
I
yeah.
think at that showcase, you're gonna get that. You're not gonna get new games announced. You're just gonna say, "Here's a PlayStation 5 Pro. Here's so and so running on it with the enhancements."
That's fine if they want to show me that and it really does run good and look good. Sure,
Yeah.
I'll be happy.
Helldivers
Like, show me-
2 definitely needs that shit because
Yes.
that
Yeah.
looks like a fucking PS2 game. It looks horrible.
I'm sure that the games are gonna do like ray tracing and 60 frames and stuff. Like, they got to do something crazy to make it worth it. Well, we'll
The
see.
only thing that would justify that $700 price point is if that shit played PS3 games natively.
That would be nuts. I doubt it, but hey, it would be
If
cool.
they
if
were
they-
able to pull that off, you can charge
What if they're-
$700 for it.
What if they're just like, and now everything's backwards compatible? Ah, they're
That
not
would
gonna
be
do
worth
that.
the $700.
That'd be worth it.
That would be the nail in the coffin. I think.
Yeah.
Everyone would be like, "Whoa."
But then people are going to be dumbing by regular PlayStation 5 and the
Yeah.
games don't work on here. It's like, no, they only work on the Pro. And then you're going to have that problem. So.
Yep. It would just
I-
confuse
I
customers.
always think back to that guy that you said who bought the Blu-ray, and he's like, "I bought it because it's blue." It's like,
Yes.
that's consumerism.
When I
for
worked at
you.
Best Buy, Blu-ray had just come. He bought the bench warmers. And he paid more money because the case was blue. The
Exactly how
DVD,
people are, though.
the DVD was I think $9.99. This guy paid $29.99 because the case was blue.
God. And that was back
We-
before they would put the DVDs with the Blu-ray, so he was walking home with like something he probably couldn't even play.
Right, but we asked him. We were like, "Hey, how come you did?" He's like, "Oh, I only have a DVD player and it doesn't work." And I was like, "Well, why did you buy the Blu-ray?" Oh, because it was blue. That's what the guy fucking told me. So you paid an extra $20 because the shit was blue?
Oh Jesus!
But he
How
definitely like.
stupid are people?
That's
But
how
where
stupid
else was he gonna
people
play
are.
the disc? I mean, it's like if you had
It's
a
blue to
player.
fucking tell you, like, bro, if you don't have this, you don't have it. Like,
Yeah.
I bought it because it's blue. Paid 3
It's so
times the
stupid.
price.
I bought an HD DVD because it's red, but I don't have
I
an
bought a
HD
CD,
DVD
even
player.
though I have a cassette player.
Well, it was shiny, so I wanted to buy it on here. instead.
Well, what?
Stupid.
I mean, I bought the record because I thought the the artwork was bigger than the CD, but it's not fitting in my CD player. I don't know what's happening.
I tried that.
Rich is gonna pick up Space Marine, so I
No.
guess the 4 of you can play. Richard,
Yay.
RWK, Frank, and Fred.
Well, I'm not gonna buy it, so I won't have access to online.
Well, then it's the 3 of you. Ubisoft messed up Rocksmith. What if Phil Spencer is a PS5? He wishes
could
he
be.
was.
Imagine
He's not a pro. I'll tell you that. Oh,
mask
Oh,
up and it's really
Oh.
Jim Ryan in disguise the whole time. I've been
Yeah.
sabotaging
Yeah.
Xbox.
I've been messing up Xbox this whole.
I've been pulling the strings.
he
Where's
killed him
Yoshida?
during their meeting together. Hid the body and then
Yeah.
doppelgangered him or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't fucking know.
I should go to my crumpets.
He gave him a crumpet that was so dry that
Bro,
he
I
choked.
would fire Phil Spencer for Jim Ryan. Fire Microsoft.
Oh yeah.
It's just so fucked up.
Well, Richard's gonna play that game on PC probably.
I don't think me and Richard are friends on the Xbox. Well, then just friend him. Who cares? He's probably
Me
playing on
and
PC though, RWK.
Yeah, he's gonna play that on his PC. He's not
We're
playing
friends
that
though,
on-
RWK. We can play together.
You can't play everywhere together, Fred. Like, come on.
Oh.
Elm Street House, Wade. But I don't play online on Xbox. Yeah, see, he's not stupid.
He's disgusted that you would even... He's angry.
When Phil Spencer gets fired or resigns, that's when I'll subscribe to Game Pass again. Until then, he ain't getting my money.
I think he's gonna go down with the ship, and
He's gonna go down with the ship. It's happening sooner than you think.
yeah, I mean,
Bro, he just went out there and said that shit. You really don't think the higher ups are watching that and be like, this guy's a fucking idiot. Gotta get rid of this guy. He's
like
flat out admitting he's being
reminiscing through the
overpaid.
years. You know, it's like, why are you reminiscing of better
turning up.
times? Yeah. Before my screw ups, let me sit on a stage for an hour and talk about it.
I used to be a really good guy. It's like he's in prison and he's trying to tell you, like, I wasn't
Yeah.
always like this. It's like,
While he still is just like making mistakes, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, what are you doing?
I'm trying to do good for society.
Yeah.
I'm rehabilitated now.
Yeah,
You're
rehabilitated.
not.
Rehab is more like it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. He's a mess, that guy. Jim
But
Ryan
yeah.
had to go too. Well, you know, everyone's
Yeah.
talk bad about Xbox. Hey, we told you Jim Ryan needed to go, and he's gone. So now I don't know if Herman Munster is going to be any better, but
Yeah.
so far canceling the
Herman
live
Munster.
services game was a good
Imagine if he
idea.
got blamed for
Oh, he's like the guy. He's the it's probably him who said, "Hey, let's give refunds and cancel this before we get our asses."
No. You know what? I would be surprised if it was him, but listen to me. There's a reason why they got an interim and him as a CEO. They got a Japanese guy and they got him.
Yeah.
Because they're going to make that guy, Herman, take all the fucking brunt.
Well, you know, the Japanese guy.
They
was
want
like,
that Japanese guy to look great. So they could say, you know what, man? We're back to being a Japanese company. We don't need no Herman.
They probably took the sword and was like, "The refunds come out of your check." Like, there's no way they gave refunds willingly. Like, there's no way. No refunds. No.
Not allowed.
They took
Yeah,
it out
no
of his Christmas bonus.
They did. They probably did. There's no way. They're like, you have to take the fall for this. They never give refunds ever.
They
will,
hate
like,
giving
ban your
refunds.
account. I know. That's why this is serious. That's
Bro,
why I think,
the
like,
fact that they gave refunds faster than Redfall means something.
that's why I have hope that they're doing something different, because before
They have to. They have to go back to the drawing board. There's no
Yeah.
way Sony can continue like this.
But a year or 2 years ago, if you told me they would give refunds, they used to stick to their guns and they would sell it until the last minute for full price and then say it's a flop and cancel it. Like,
Well, they
remember
did that with the PlayStation VR.
and the Vita too. They were just like, let it go all the way to the end.
They let the
Yeah.
Vita die instead of dropping the price.
Right. They
And
never
Nintendo did that with the Wii U.
Yeah.
They were pulling them off store shelves and they would not drop that price.
Yep.
And then they sold them on eBay for $650
Son
a
of a
piece.
bitch.
But I think they're learning from being super anti-consumer.
Getting the G4 when another sale happens? What the hell is a G4?
An airplane. I think it's a monitor.
An airplane.
Isn't it a monitor?
What's a G4, Cam? They say it's not even Jim Ryan's game. Imagine a dog. What?
No, it had to be. He was there before. This was in development for 8 years. So it had to be
He
Jim
approved
Ryan.
that game.
Yeah. It has to go through him. He didn't
Well,
know.
you know what? If it was 8 years, it might have been Sean Layden.
Yeah, but I'm sure that he had to review the progress and was like, yeah, this is fine. Like, I would think. I don't know.
Yeah, but he
maybe
knows
not.
nothing about games.
No, he had no idea. He was so out of touch.
LG G4. Okay, the TV. Okay, yes.
Okay. I see.
One day I'll get.
I
an
think you
OLED.
should, Cam, I think you should wait till Black Friday and pick it up.
Yeah,
I
it's
hate
always
when
a good
so many
time.
Xbox games come out at the same time. I can't pick. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Ask script reader. Oh, wow. I'm not reading all
Wow.
that, but. Well, I hate that because, listen, let a bunch of games come out because not everyone's going to play those genres.
Exactly.
I like how these Xbox guys think that Xbox guys are going to play every game on Game Pass. They don't.
No.
They really don't. I've listened to a lot of podcasts with Xbox guys, and they're like, oh, yeah, I have no interest in playing Avowed or Call of Duty. It's like, well, why the fuck do you have Game Pass for then? What are you paying every month for if you don't want to play this stuff?
They pay for the.
Oh, I want to play the
$5
fucking the third-party games. I'm like, just buy the third-party games. You're paying more money every month than you would to just buy a game and get it over with.
and they promote these stupid ass games like, oh, look how cool this is. It's like it's a $15 game on Steam. You paid $20.
Crash Bandicoot's a 10-year-old game.
Yeah.
And you have Xbox people say, oh, well, I never played it. It's like, never played it. The game was $5 at one point. What do you mean you never played it?
Never played Crash Bandicoot.
What were you playing for the last 10 years?
I keep seeing people touting this like Star Trucking game or whatever that hit Game Pass. It's like a $20 game. It's like you could have just bought the game. Like this is the only game that came out. Like I don't get it. Nobody thinks of this stuff that they're wasting their money every month.
I don't know.
If they had a hit every month, a AAA $70 game every month on Game Pass, okay, then you're getting your money's worth. But come on, you're not fooling anybody.
Well, I used to get offended when people said Xbox people don't buy games because I did buy my games.
Yeah.
But now I'm watching a bunch of podcasts. All these guys are admitting they never bought games. And I'm like, well, you guys don't buy games.
No. It's cheaper to just buy the games you want to play at this point. Now that the price is so expensive.
How many games in Game Pass did I load up that I bought on stream? Omno is the biggest example. I played that for like 5 minutes. I was like, I'm pausing the game. I'm buying it. Because in case I don't finish it, I want to have it in my library in case they pull it off Game Pass at some point.
Right.
Which they did, I think. Or maybe that game is still on there. I don't know. But I have it in my library. But I never went back to it. But I have it. So I could play it if I want to. But yeah, a lot of these guys don't even buy shit. And I'm like, wow, okay. I thought that was just bullshit. Because I know I bought my games.
But I like
a lot of people don't do that.
I like buying it too because then you can go back to it at your leisure. You don't feel like, oh,
that's what I just
I have
said.
to go back. Right, exactly. Like you could just go whenever you want and it's there, and you know.
Yeah, it's almost like how it was before. You know, it's like we're just kind of going back to before this like subscription shit kind of took over. Not only gaming but just media in general. You know, like I don't have to worry about like a show that I'm watching a bunch of seasons of. Oh, it's bouncing around to 2 different services while I'm trying to watch it. It's like I can buy it, I have it, I can rip it, I can just watch it on the disc. It's like you own something, so it's just a little more easier to put it where you want, and you can rip it to whatever hard drive and then back it up, do what you got to do. But it's going back to that mindset of kind of what it used to be, because now it's just everything's now just always behind a paywall subscription, and it just becomes easy to think that that's the norm, where again it is the norm as far as like what most people do, yes, but most people like us that have been around for a little bit have been able to see the easier ways to get stuff for free, or if you want to just own it in a different capacity, it doesn't have to just be one and done. And then also
people are dumb. Exactly.
Like I mean, like Game Pass, sure, bunch of games on there, but like Netflix, bunch of movies on there, but you don't fucking watch every movie on Netflix because a lot of it's shit. I'm sorry, but it's true.
It's true.
You know what I mean? It's like sometimes, you look through a sea of like, let's say, a streaming service, and then you're just like, I don't even know what I want to play. You spend more time looking than you do actually watching because you're just like, this doesn't look good. This preview looks bad. So. Yes, I'm sure there's still some that are good, but again, a lot of the stuff is older games, stuff that you don't really need on there. And then if it is like an indie game, if that's not your thing, then you're not really going to care about it, But yeah, that's the problem with the services. Is sometimes they're just oversaturated with just like stuff that might not interest you to the point where it really doesn't justify the price. And then same thing, it's like when you watch a show on a service and you're done with it, it's like, all right, well, you're just going to cancel it. You're not going to stick with it, So some people do that too. They just sign up, play what they want, and then, like, let's say someone signs up for Game Pass and then they just play Call of Duty and they know they're only going to play it for that first month. Well, all right, just get the 1 month and then that's cancel. Fine. But it's like, yeah, sometimes it just makes sense to where, okay, if I'm only paying X amount of dollars a year on games, and then you have, like, it's just like people have to think about it like this. Like, you have to think of the other services that your like everyday person is paying for. Spotify, Prime. Like, that's already in the situation. That's in a lot of people's lives already of like, we're already paying for this. So now you're trying to open up this other, and we've been paying for Game Pass up until, the recent months or whatever. So it's just, yeah, that's just my mindset on it. It's like sometimes there's just so much clutter and it just becomes more of like a pain in the ass or just like a burden you don't really need. That just is a bill every month. And you're just like, I don't
October
really need
8th.
it.
That's the last day that I'm
There
on
it is.
Game
Okay.
Pass. October
I had
8th.
a feeling it was October. So, yeah.
And to be fair, I don't want to play for PlayStation Plus either. So
Yeah, I currently don't. I think
I
like
got
I
it
have.
because they renewed me. I turned off payment renewal. I turned it off, and they still fucking charge me anyway.
Yeah,
So I have it for another year now. I was grandfathered in though, so I didn't pay the new price.
yeah.
So I kind of got lucky, even though I got robbed because I turned that shit off.
Hmm.
But yeah, I have it. I don't use it either. But I have it. So I mean, if I play Call of Duty, at least I don't have to pay for the internet. I already have it. But then again, I could buy Call of Duty on PC. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
when I tried to just before all this stuff, I tried to install Call of Duty before my Game Pass ran out, and it kept compiling shaders, and it's a mess on PC. It's like I don't even know. I'm just gonna get it on PS5, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You just can't get it right. It's like why?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna try. I'll try it, and then if not, like again, at least I have the option to play it on the 5. If it's gonna be bought on there anyway.
What
I
are
gotta go through these games I got over the past couple of years. Wow.
Oh, you were right. By the way, they took it away from me. It was a mistake.
What away from you?
Final Fantasy 16. It went up and it worked for a couple days, and they took it away on PS5.
Why? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they I thought they put it in there. Forspoken, a great exclusive.
Yes.
Oh, you got that? Nice.
I've had this for over a year.
I still never played it, but that's
It
cool.
was like $17 or something.
The fucking cover.
Self-portrait of me.
But these are games I bought over the years and I still haven't opened. This is Elysium, Valkyrie Elysium.
Is that game worth money online or anything?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's on PS4 as well. There's Stellar Blade that I got for cheap.
Oh.
Never opened it.
That
Final
game's
Fantasy,
still
I thought it was coming to PC. I guess not, right? We're waiting for it. I have to play these games this year so I could get rid of them. This was Air Twister. I think this was like $5 or something.
Yeah, I don't think I.
physical.
Yeah. The only physical PlayStation 5 game I think I have is.
Well, I bought those because they were cheap throughout the years.
Oh yeah.
But,
Yeah. No, that.
I'd rather get it digital just so I turn the machine on and play wherever. I don't like carrying the discs around. Because if I go to work or something, it's like, I want to play Final Fantasy. Oh, that's right. I have to bring the disc with me. I have to go all the way home and shit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
The other thing good about it is you could just get rid of it, and you could just throw it in the shop if you really need to get rid of it. Versus
Well, that's
being
what I plan to do. But
being stuck with a digital game, you're just like, well, that's in my library forever. So
I'd
at
rather
least you
have it
have
in my
that.
library. 'Cause I'm not going to play it again. I have access to it.
Yeah.
Especially if you have multiple consoles.
You don't have to look around the house for it. How many times?
Yeah.
I just found that Dragon's Crown disc that we were looking for like a year or two ago.
Ugh.
Remember I ordered a sealed one and a used one because I couldn't find it? Well, I found it yesterday. So I have 3 copies of this stupid game.
Yeah.
And we didn't even play it.
Well, like we were saying about the game share.
Crazy for getting that game together, and we didn't even play it that week.
Yeah. Well, like you're saying about game share, it's just that's what makes it just easier to do.
Yeah.
So it's just on there, Yeah. I don't even think I think the only thing I technically have that's like a PS5 disc and that's with a steelbook, that's Village, because that was the PS5 collector's edition. But other than that, I don't even think I have any other PS5 discs.
Are you able to share Plus too?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes, yeah.
That's really good to know because I never mess with any of this stuff.
You can share on all 3 consoles. You could do game sharing.
Okay. I gotta set it up.
Looks like Fred when he starts doing blue milk and him. Uh-oh.
Ugh.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Is that why having a spare PS5 offline is good in case it gets pulled off? What are you talking about?
Nothing's gonna get pulled offline.
Well, I mean, are you talking about hacking stuff? I mean, yeah, if you mean that. Keeping it offline because then one day you could, because yeah, when you hack it, technically you're not online anymore.
I don't think he's talking about that. I don't know what
Oh,
he's
okay.
talking about.
No, you don't.
If you want
any-
it, you keep a PlayStation offline if you want to hack it,
Yeah.
or if you don't have internet like RWK.
Yeah, because then you can play games. Because when it's hacked, you can play games without an online connection if that's what you're talking about. But yeah, like all the new consoles, unfortunately, they have to be online for everything.
Yeah, you don't
That's
want
just
to play games without the patches and
Yeah.
and stuff. It's not
Yeah.
good.
Because it's like even if I have the disc for, let's say, like Silent Hill 2 that's coming out, right? It's like I have to, even though it's single player, if the PS5 is offline, I can't play that. It's not like the early 2000s with the
So
with the old games.
I might have to order that physically because I think Piggles might be playing that on stream.
That's awesome.
She has no idea what the fuck Silent Hill is, but
No.
Me neither.
I showed her gameplay. I was like, you should play this.
Okay, David R says yes, it's what I mentioned. Oh, you're talking about hacking it. Yeah, I mean it's up to you. If you get another PS5 and you want to, or if you have the one that you don't really play and you're just like, I'll just keep it offline. I mean, I don't know how long that will be, but yeah, it's possible.
Well,
But yeah.
the Flow just claimed another $10,000 bounty.
Oh shit.
So we'll find out in another 3 to 6 months what he claimed.
Yeah.
They're paying these guys $10,000 for the hacks.
That's crazy. Just for their knowledge.
They're so the game.
Well, the guy just sits there all fucking month or weeks, months, whatever it is, and he just like cracks the code and then reports to them, and they patch it out, and they give this guy $10,000. Right?
That's
But
pretty.
they also have disclosures. So in 3 to 6 months, he can disclose what he found.
Yeah.
And they've already patched it out, so they don't care.
Sometimes for the console games, they drop so fast and there's so many patches that it's easier to just buy it. Like on PC, it's different when you.
Yeah, I think this generation, when you have Game Pass and you have all these games digital and everything, the games are cheap. They go on sale very quickly. So hacking the machine isn't, like I've always said, it's not really about piracy. It's just about just doing it. Like jailbreaking it, making it a jukebox, stuff like that. But
the PS4 is good because I can try stuff out, but at the same time, it's like, I'm trying out games that I could just buy for like.
I'm playing games I own.
Yeah, that too. like
I played RE2 on the PS4 Slim just to see how it would run.
Right.
I already own that game.
Yeah. So, we do that all the time, it's just fun to do. And yeah, with the mods and stuff. Yeah, it's cool. There's, it's a whole little piece of the internet that's just helping each other out, trying to get things to run, or trying to make things happen, And I think that's the cool part about it, because sometimes these guys that find this stuff out, or these modders that do stuff that even the designers can't do, it's a crazy thing, because it takes a lot of knowledge and skill. Like, it's not just like these guys are just some
Starfield
schmucks
got
coming
60
in.
frames on the Series S because the community did it, and they were like, Bethesda was like, "Oh, we can do that." It's like, yeah, dumbass.
Yeah.
And
So it's like,
do it for free.
It just shows you that like a lot of these people on there that are in this circle of talent, I should say, because it really is. It's very, knowledge is really like that's what's making this stuff happen faster than sometimes what these other designers that are getting paid, a lot of money to try to make work. So yeah, it just shows that sometimes dedicated fans will do stuff for the fans when it by the fans for the fans. But no, it's yeah, the community's great like that. As far as
fans, by the fans. That's
yeah,
the way he said it.
It's just so it's so silly that they can just come up or whip up something that is, a mod that's needed, or a frame rate patch or whatever. So it's a talent, man. People don't give modders enough credit, honestly. when it comes to making stuff like that work, where the developers say no and they're just like, all right, yeah, watch me.
Right.
I'm going to do it right now, and they just do it. So, like Keeper's Diary. Yeah, exactly.
Keeper's Diarrhea.
Exactly.
That should be Fred's movie.
Keeper's diarrhea.
He's got diarrhea from blue milk.
Exactly.
Ew, blue diarrhea.
Anthony, you would win
plug.
the Cannes Film Festival Awards. That's what they're called, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you just put a camera in a very small bathroom and it's just Fred for an hour trying to use the bathroom.
I would probably get charged with something.
Well, no, he just has diarrhea for an hour, like in Dumb and Dumber.
Or like when he's in the in her bathroom and he just
He'd probably win like the award because like I don't think anybody's ever done something like that before. Oh, it's very arty or whatever, and they give you awards and shit.
Yeah. It has to be in black and white. Got to make it
like Clark's.
like film
Put
noir.
sad music.
we'll just act like it's found footage, like it's almost like Blair Witch Project, but just
That'd be a silent film.
yeah. And then the end, it'll just be like how Fred ran, like from the character from Silent Hill. It's just him in the corner of his basement, facing the corner, like the end of Blair Witch, and then the camera falls
down.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. That's the concept right there. We just gave it away.
That's kind of a fucked up ending. I mean, at the time, the camera falls and you just see somebody walking, and then that's it. It just ends.
Yeah. It's very, honestly, I think before Paranormal Activity, it didn't have, like, you didn't really have a lot of endings like that where it's just like kind of just ends, like it just cuts off. And yeah, Blair Witch, I think, did the ending a little bit better. I know a lot of people, they jumped up and down when they saw the guy fly into the camera down the hallway in Paranormal Activity. That was like the big thing because he's like, oh, and he just flies into the camera. But I don't know. Those found footage movies are funny. I just like how between the 10-year mark of like Blair Witch and Paranormal Activity, there were both like, found footage movies that did what they did.
Yeah, but Paranormal went crazy with that shit. They kept making a fucking sequel every fucking 3 months.
Yeah. I was just talking about this with my friends. I was like, once they started doing the Xbox Connect in the 4th one, I was like, yeah, I'm good on this. That was not good. Like, oh, we have the Xbox. Let's use the Connect. And then it's like,
I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, that because like how it has like the dot motion detection thing. They were like using that. They're like, oh, we have the Xbox. Let's just use. And it's like, what are we doing here? Like, this is just trying to be like trendy. Like, yeah, bro, let's use the Kinect. It's 2011. Let's use it. It's like, why? I mean, when I was in Chicago, they were using it for a motion thing on the screen. So
yeah, they use it in hospitals.
Yeah.
The V2.
Airports sometimes use them as well. The cameras.
No, they're at Newark.
Yeah.
You can actually see them at Newark Airport. People have taken photos of the Kinect.
Yeah.
They're up in the ceiling.
I mean, they still work, so I guess, you don't need an Xbox to make them work, so.
Very good webcams, that's for sure. Yeah, the Fred's in there, and then the lights go out at the end of the movie. Then they come back on, and there's a witch looking into the camera.
Yeah, or it's just Fred with blue milk dripping from his head.
Paranormal franchises suck. Yeah, I agree. I don't like them.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
I don't mind the first one.
Yeah, the first two were good. Like the first two Saw movies. Then they made like 100 of them, and it's like, what are you doing?
I thought the third one was kind of cool because it was in the 80s, and it was like, it was a little bit of like it connected the first one a little bit. It connected 1 and 2 together because it talked about the sisters and everything. So it tried to tie it up, and then after the third one, it kind of lost me a little bit. I was like, all right, this is, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna tell you what happened with Katie, and let's tell you the history.
Yeah,
and then
cares. The first two were good. Just leave it alone. But then they added a cult into it, and it's like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, and the third one they added. The grandmom was involved in a cult, and that's why the family has that like history. I thought it was I thought it was pretty decent. I mean, it wasn't the best like third film in at the time a trilogy that I've seen, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, fuck that. Also,
Not
not feeling the Blair Witch. That was
the new
alright.
one or the old one?
I didn't like Blair Witch.
Remember the one with they had to show you in the commercial, you will see the witch in this movie, and they had a drone footage of the witch. It's like, what are you doing? This is so stupid.
I really.
This is why nobody sees movies anymore, because you fucking show everything in the trailers.
Yeah, and it's like maybe the cool part about the old
That's
one
what
was that you
sold
didn't
the
see
other
the
one.
witch.
What sold the other one was everyone made fun of it, and the fact that you didn't see the fucking witch at all,
Yeah.
which is scarier.
Yes,
You
that's
see
what I
the
was just
camera
about to
fall on the
say.
fucking floor, and I think you see the witch. You see somebody's legs or something, and then that's it. It just ends.
Yeah, you just hear screaming basically. It's just it. It's like, and then the second one was horrible.
Yeah,
That was just really
you
bad.
just saw the pool the whole fucking movie.
Didn't
Well,
they
yeah,
make a game for Blair Witch? Like,
there was a game.
10 years
Yeah,
ago?
Yeah, Book of Shadows or whatever.
yeah.
They made a movie called Book of Shadows too.
Yeah, that was the second one.
It was
and
it was they had them on PC, the games, back in the day.
yeah, yeah. They originally had a cut of that movie that was completely different. That was probably better from what people were saying, and then they just
Thermal
like,
activity.
yeah, they yeah, then they recut it because they thought it was like not good enough because it was like supposed to be more like of a meta type film, kind of like Scream because that was in at the time, and then it became like they like recut it and stuff like that, and I don't know what the fucking deal was because it's like in the movie exists, so like they kind of did that, but it wasn't like they tried to play it more serious and they added a bunch of like the studio was like, oh no, we need more more death scenes, so they had to shoot like a bunch of death scenes in the director's backyard like a week before it came out in theaters or something because like they didn't think it was like
They
gory
fucked up
enough.
in Halloween H2O.
Yeah.
You know what they did by accident, right? In Halloween H2O, they're watching Scream 2.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
What?
in the dorm room. Yeah.
But Scream 1 mentions Halloween.
Yeah, so it just broke the dimension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made a paradox. It's like, wait, excuse me?
Yeah, it's so
What
fucking
happened?
weird, right? They're
And
promoting their other film, and there you go.
yeah, then in H2O, the chasing scene where like, he's like when he looks Jamie Lee Curtis through the window, it's like that song is the same one in Scream 1. They just reused the track. It's like now it's really breaking paths here. It's like uses the same soundtrack as Scream. What are we doing?
Well, it was
They're like,
Kevin
we'll just use that
Williamson.
one.
He wrote both films.
Yeah, he did.
He wrote Scream based on Halloween, and then it was so successful that they gave him a Halloween movie to write. Isn't that weird?
And then he was writing Crystal Lake or this, Friday 13th thing, but I don't.
Yeah, he wrote one episode, it says.
Yeah, he wrote one episode, but
And
we don't
he's
even know.
directing Scream 7.
Yeah.
So
this guy is he's been able to dabble into all these different, I guess, corners of horror, so to speak,
Did you guys like the
he just
Evil
fucked
Dead
up the-
remake? Not Evil Dead Rise, the other one.
2013.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
I have it. I didn't watch it. I
It
have
wasn't
both, I
bad.
didn't watch them.
It's funny because you watch it and the cliffhanger doesn't make any sense anymore because Ash vs. Evil Dead came out after that because they were originally going to do a movie that followed that up because at the end you literally you see Ash and he's like shadowed out and he's like groovy, like you see it at the end credits. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Ooh, very nice.
Paper thin backpack for $30. Shout out to Amazon,
looks-
you
it
moron.
looks-
Back
cool,
to
though.
school.
This is more back to put my controllers in my bag over here.
But yeah, at the end of the 2013, you just see Ash, and then he's like groovy, and then it's like it cuts away at the end credit scene, and they never really follow that up because
they did it so people wouldn't get mad.
Well, they wanted to make a sequel and implement him with the new characters, and then instead they were like, no, we're going to cancel the movie now, and then we're going to do Ash vs. Evil Dead, which in my opinion was a better move because I think Ash vs. Evil Dead was great.
Well, they need to make Ash vs. Evil Dead the movie and end it.
Yeah, I know. That I was just about to say the worst part about it was that it got canceled and kind of left on on just like not
He
like a
keeps teasing
definitive.
it though, so hopefully that happens.
Again, they
Evil
got to
Dead
use
Ri-
these guys while they can do it. You know what I mean? Evil
Dead
Dead
Rise.
Rise. I don't know.
Yeah,
I wasn't really into it.
The VR2
Nice.
PC adapter. Whenever I get around to it, I could play Half-Life Alyx finally. And this is an empty case for my Xbox headset. Because I'm going to throw the box out. Box is this big. It's sitting in my closet. I'm like, dude, throw that out. So I got this little thing. In case I ever need it again. I refuse to watch The Evil Dead Rise. Well, I have both, so I will watch them at
It's
some point.
not like you know. What's funny is the main chick that gets possessed in that film. She just does like a bunch of conventions, and she's really nice. But like, it just shows that like all you have to do is one movie and like one of those franchises, and then that's like their meal ticket forever. They don't even have to like do another Evil Dead movie ever again. They're just like, yeah, her name's like Alyssa something, and she's like,
yeah, but I'm sure they're not they're inspiring to fucking be in one film. They want to be in other movies.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder
movies.
what they would hire her for, because I mean, I think she's not a bad actress or whatever, but again, not really yeah,
It's
not
the
like
chick
I
that
saw it
plays-
once
what's
in
her
a
name?
theater and I was like, I'm good. Like, and then yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna own this. I'm not gonna watch this again.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
that chick that plays what's her name in Sleepaway Camp. She's only known for that one movie.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't know her
Yeah.
for anything else.
She's really nice, thankfully.
I
So
forgot what her name was. I forgot what her name
Felissa
is.
Rose.
Felissa Rose, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's awesome. But yeah, no, she hasn't done anything else. I mean, hey, she wasn't stalked by my Doctor 4.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
not
I saw
forget.
that.
You're right.
He
You're
kills her in that
right.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
One day I got to go up to her and be
Forgot
like,
about
you got to sign this copy of Stalked by My Doctor 4, which isn't actually on physical media, I don't think. But
No, I
Get
think
away
it's-
from me.
yeah.
Imagine someone just goes up to him like, "You're in Stalked by My Doctor 4."
Are they
It's
making
like,
another one of
yeah.
those?
I
mean,
hope.
It's
They
been
need
long
to.
enough.
Eric Roberts isn't getting any younger.
Yeah, but he's not even slowing down.
Bro,
I mean,
you don't care.
he's being called for probably every indie movie under the sun.
Oh yeah, he's gonna take it too.
Yeah. Like, I seriously feel like as long as like you tell his agent, like, yo, we got this, like, couple $1,000 to give him, he'd be like, all right, I'm in. Like,
He's
he'll do
immortal.
anything. Yeah. The more movies he does, it actually slows his aging down, so he could just keep acting in more movies to be like the most like credited actor in fucking history. Yeah, I agree, Stephen Mac. I wasn't like too big. Like 2013, it was okay, just wasn't really necessary. Like, the one thing I do like about it is the gore. They used all practical effects. That was kind of their like, their badge of honor.
Forte.
Yeah, they were like, listen, we used a lot of blood, gallons of blood, blah blah blah, all that stuff. It just kind of came and went, Felissa Rose is married to the old singer of CKY. I feel like I heard that before. I actually didn't know that though.
What's TKY? What's that?
It's an old band from like the
I can't believe you have to.
the good old
answer that.
the good old MTV days. I can't say what
He
it's.
doesn't know what MTV is, Anthony.
Yeah, it's all good. I can't say what it stands for, or we'll get demonetized. But you could just look it up.
It stands for cocky.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. That's all you need to know.
All right.
Okay.
So, what else is going on in gaming? Any other things break here, or any other news? What do you guys have written down here?
I've been checking, but I don't see anything.
We covered the
Um,
Marvel stuff. That's coming to Xbox. Thank God.
Yeah.
But it's
There's
kinda
Capcom. They were at the PAX, the PAX West thing, and where Phil Spencer did his crazy speech. But no, they didn't show anything new as well. So Capcom was there,
Why
but
would
they
they
didn't.
show anything new?
Well, they already have, Dead Rising coming out. They have The collections are in place, and then Monster Hunter. So they really got nothing else to show us right now. Besides just announcing, Bam Margera's brother is in CKY. Yes, he is.
Our buddy Ramy the Ram messaged me today.
Really?
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, that State of Play. What kind of games do you think we'll get? Ghost of Tsushima 2?" And I'm like, "No, man. They said they're not going to have any of that. It's only for the console."
It's literally going to be a press release just for that Pro. I mean, they got to sell.
Like,
look,
oh, well, they have to tell us what they're making. I was like, "Guy, they said they're not making shit. They said this in January." Oh, it'll be a boring thing. I was like, "You're gonna watch it anyway, though. Come on."
And it won't be boring if all the games get enhanced. I mean, I don't know how many they're gonna.
Well, listen, I think
Hello,
if they're
Batman. What's going on,
what's
Batman?
up?
Go ahead.
What's up, Batman?
Oh no, I was just saying if they're putting it out in December on December 9th, right? Or 6th, whatever it comes out, they got to really sell the thing. So I would hope that they would at least say, like what you were saying earlier, like, hey, you could play this like right away when you get the Pro in this, frame rate, this resolution. Like, if you're just focusing on it for a press release type video or a PlayStation blog post, whatever they kind of do with this stuff, you really do have to sell it, and I think that's their time to do it. I mean, yes, they have a few months before the holiday season, but you really have to you have to amp that shit up. Like, you know what I mean? Go full salesperson, be like, listen, all these games are going to be enhanced day one. You can play all this stuff 4K 60 right out of the gate. Like, that's what you have to do, especially if the price points are where they're at. I mean, there's no excuse why we just see a couple people from Sony nod their heads and just show us the Pro price. Like, there needs to be something else there.
Well, no, because they did this with the PS4 Pro. I actually found the video of their showcase.
Yeah, right.
It was 2.5 minutes long, and it just showed you the fucking Pro.
Yeah. No, you're right.
It was a premiered video. It wasn't even live.
Now, I don't think they're going to show us a sequel to a game or anything crazy or GTA 6. I just think they should just say, hey, look, games like Boom, 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 these games will run better, and like that's just all they kind of have to say.
They got to say it too.
Yeah, we're not going to get an exclusive world premiere trip. Like, no, that's not fucking happening. But
I don't think like these guys realize the days of Sony doing that are pretty much over. PlayStation really doesn't know what they're doing anymore. They have to go back to the drawing board, like we said earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
they got a couple of games in the pipeline coming out in the future, but they don't know where to take their business. Like, they don't know where to, like, games as a service. They thought they were going to go in that direction, and they're not now.
Yeah.
So they have to figure out where they're going. That's why I hope they do the variety thing again, because that's what PlayStation was. Xbox can't figure out what the fuck they're doing if it hit them in the fucking face. So
at least now it's
at this point.
Yeah, at least now it's more just like, hey, we're 4 years in, so let's try to start, making some kind of pivot in another direction that you need to.
They have no choice. I mean, they got to change too, Sony. There's no way.
You also got the Switch too. That's going to be announced in about a month or two.
No, like it's really like these two companies here. It's really going to be like Sony's going to go first with their next, thing, and then Nintendo's just going to be the last one that we're waiting for. So
that's what I'm most looking forward to is the Switch, but I don't know what. I mean, any time now.
We got Resident Evil 2 Remake on here. Everyone's watching. Imagine this game on the Switch too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I can play it on my Lenovo, no problem. But imagine you just pop in the cartridge on the Switch 2, which, by the way, it was confirmed again today. We've talked about this before. The Switch 2 will be backwards compatible with the Switch 1.
Yeah. Thank God.
So.
Yeah, I mean, as it should.
Batman. Go ahead, sorry.
Thanks, Batman.
Thank you, Batman.
Yeah, we appreciate it. As it should be. I agree that, Nintendo does have, a big, kind of lead in terms of how they know they're already gonna kind of market and be successful on this already because it's so built in. As long as you don't confuse customers again and have a rehash of the Wii U, they'll be fine. You know, I think
If
that's
the game's
the biggest
run and
thing.
it's named properly, they'll be a
Yes,
that's all
you
they
just
need.
have to check off these boxes and we'll be all right. You know, there doesn't have to be.
People run out and buy it.
Yeah,
and
don't call
Well,
it
it's
anything
gotta-
crazy.
It's got to be Switch 2. Or Super Switch or whatever
Yeah.
they call it. It's got to be something with Switch in it so people know that it's backwards compatible.
Yes.
Right. Super Switch would be perfect.
Yeah.
But again, it would be confusing.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know, man. They'll figure it out. They already have a name somewhere. So.
Yeah. I
We'll
mean, look,
see.
they said that we were supposed to get this thing at least announced a while ago. And then, we heard they were scared. They didn't know what they were going to do at first, as far as like probably marketing and naming and like the direction. But it seems like, yeah, if they have this stuff sorted and it's coming out in the spring, then let's just hope that we see an announcement soon. Like this fall is going to be interesting. Like, let's just see what happens with PlayStation, and then Nintendo will follow, and then it's just going to be like, all right, let's just watch 2024. Like, consider this one just a done deal as far as like, a really like positive, exciting year. It was more just like kind of a disappointing, kind of year. And I could say that now that we're facing down the last quarter, and I know that like, there's a couple things we're looking forward to. We're probably all going to check out Silent Hill and play it, or Call of Duty and play it, right? So we have a couple things that we're going to be looking forward to. But as a whole, I think I'm just ready for 2025 at this point. I want to play.
Too.
I want to play the stuff I'm excited about for the rest of the year, and then I'll talk about that, review it, do all that stuff. But then it's just let's just move on with these new, or this a mid-gen refresh, and then for Nintendo's case, a whole new console. So we can just move on and at least hopefully get just better releases next year on top of what we already got. Just trying to stay hopeful because, it's not looking good with what we've been getting so far. So
I always appreciate that when Nintendo has an event, they're like, we will not be showing the Switch successor.
Yeah.
Make sure, because all these other companies are like, ooh, they might show. It's like, no. They're up front with you. Thank God.
Because they know that we know that they got something cooking, but they're just being like, listen, don't even try.
Well, they don't want people to get mad at them too.
Which is smart. That's good because they curb expectations. Unlike these other places where...
Unlike Xbox.
5
minutes before the event goes live, everyone's watching the event. All right, I got nothing to show you.
Yeah.
And then you're 5 minutes into the show. Yeah, we have nothing to show you. It's like, thanks.
We wasted our time.
Can't see GTA 6 coming out 25. We don't know. We have no idea.
Fable sure as hell isn't, so don't worry about that.
That'll be out in 2040, whatever the hell.
2099.
Yeah, let's hope GTA doesn't get delayed, Because if the marketing is in their favor, I mean, that's it, man. People are going to be like, yo, I got to get that PS5 Pro, play GTA. That's it.
Getting the PS5 Pro to say fuck you to Xbox.
I mean, if it's going to run things better, then it's already given it the finger in many ways.
Well, the games are coming to PlayStation. How long before Xbox makes Xbox controllers for PlayStation? It's funny. They keep mentioning this haptic feedback Xbox controller for the next generation Xbox.
Yeah.
The Sybil.
It was promised on the slideshow thing.
Sybil is for the PlayStation 5. Anybody ever think of that?
It could be. Why not?
Because you need touch controls on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll find out. And it's going to be a weird time for sure.
When Halo hits PS5, it's going to be very strange.
Oh, when Gears E-Day debuts day and date on PS5?
That's kind of scary too, if you think about it. But it'll run good on there, so I'll take it.
How much greater is the Pro going to be? What if I just get the LG G4? Cam, you should get the 65-inch and be done with it. Get the warranty on it in case something happens to it. And buy a PlayStation 5 Pro and just have fucking fun. That's what I would recommend.
If you're tired of waiting, just buy the PS5 and enjoy it.
Well, he's
Play the
got
games
PS5 and
there.
Xbox. Just upgrade the PS5. Trade in the
Yeah.
PS5, get the credit. And
Yeah,
buy the
man.
Pro.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's the best thing to
This way, you
do.
got a brand new TV, you got a brand new console, and
It's a little bit of like a reset for you this gen. You know, it's like you get something that's a little, you know, like if he's saying in the chat, like he's kind of just looking forward to the future already. But it's like make that your reset. You know, like get the new
Right.
TV, get rid of the old, you know, out with the old, in with the new, so to speak. And I mean, the new TVs usually come out.
They come out every September. I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna wait till September, and then you're in the same position that you're gonna wait in.
Usually springtime they come out. Usually, you know, like they're shown off kind of around this time of year for next year. But like springtime was when we used to start selling them in Best Buy, like
Well,
May.
if you don't have the money yet and he's saving, get the next one.
Yeah,
Just
And
save until you have enough money to go to the store and buy one.
but
I
they
don't
still keep them around.
I don't think the Pro's gonna come out and be like, "Oh, you can play the games in 8K now." Like, they're still not gonna be.
That's
it's gonna be
true.
4K.
Yeah, the
No.
HDMI 2.1
I'm not
will be
expecting that. I
No,
don't have
yeah.
an 8K TV, so what do I care?
No, it's just gonna be the same thing, 4K, but with like ray tracing, higher frame rates. So you'll be fine with that TV.
Yeah, because if you get a TV that has HDMI 2.1, which we have in the living room now, it's pretty cool to have that, you know, option. Like, you know, so if you have a newer TV, HDMI 2.1, for people that don't know who are listening, it gets you 120 frames per second, which is incredible. I've seen it. Call of Duty, it's so fast. It's so fast. It's not even funny. When you play that in 120 frames. So
Yeah, Fred.
I would say that yeah, the new TVs they're always gonna come out every year. But a lot of times the older models still stay relevant because they're damn good. Like a lot of the old LG stuff, just because it's a year old doesn't mean it's irrelevant, you know, because if it's a TV that's what 2 years old at this point, it still has 2.1 in it because they started to do that a few years ago. So yeah, I just think just gotta shop smart, wait for some price drops if you need to. Holiday time, they're always on sale. Super Bowl time, always on sale. And you might want to wait to pull the trigger at a certain point. So, but you know, like Perry said, trade in the old stuff definitely when you're ready. And yeah, pre-order it. See, my biggest thing is if like I trade stuff into GameStop for this Pro, and I gotta secure a pre-order now through GameStop, and that's my biggest fear is how easy is that going to be? Like, are we going to be able to do it online? Can I do it online on my profile? If I go in store and trade it in with credit, does that go to my account? Can I, you know, like that's what I'm wondering because I've never actually gotten a console through GameStop since like, you know, I walked in and bought a, you know, PS4 back in 2014 for myself, you know?
Well, you have to remember too, when the PlayStation 4 Pro came out, nobody bought it.
Yeah.
No.
Because
Especially
I bought it day one, right? And they shipped it here. And bro, 2 weeks later, they dropped the price by $40. And Amazon was like, send the machine back. We'll send you, order it again and we'll send the machine back. We'll refund you. I was like, just refund me the amount.
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't do that. You're going to mail the machine back. So
That's so stupid.
I ordered it for $40 less. And I mailed the fucking one that I opened back to them.
Fuck it.
And they don't want to just credit you over the thing. So
For the console specifically, yeah.
Yeah, so
but it's
they
like
lost money on it big time, and I didn't. So I don't.
Yeah, I mean, look, if GameStop calls me up and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll,"
the point is, people aren't going to run out and buy this thing.
No.
Yeah.
Only the tech heads are.
Yeah. So GameStop usually what they do is for consoles, you put down what $50, I think,
Yeah,
or something like
you
that.
Go into the store and just put $50 there.
Yeah. So I'll just keep
Which they take
that
out of your credit anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I was gonna say. Like, if anything, I'll just get the credit now while they're giving me the extra stuff, and then just hang on to it. And then when it's time, I'll be like, all right, just apply it towards it, or you know, if I come in and put more money down, because if anything, this is gonna be like a, you know, at this point, it's gonna be a Christmas gift for my dad. You know, so he's gonna have that shit, and that's it. So.
What if he's like, I want 2 of them, Anthony?
Well, see, yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, you know what it is? His birthday's on the 28th of November.
Oh, so he wants one for
So
his
he
birthday,
wants
and
one for his
Christmas.
birthday and one for Christmas.
Oh, you're
Exactly.
screwed.
Yeah,
And he
so
wants
it's over.
And he wants one from Santa. So that's 3.
Yes.
He also wants to start off the new year right. So
Yeah.
he needs one for New Year's too.
And
Exactly.
New Year's Day.
Yeah, so he needs
Yeah.
6 of them.
Yeah.
Well, he needs
like-
$4,000.
New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
I'm gonna get my dad the 2 terabyte Xbox Series X for Christmas.
Oh no.
Oh, he'll hit you over the head with that thing. He
Yeah.
doesn't want that.
Where are you gonna
Hey,
get it
smash
from,
it.
Brad?
Here's what you do: you smash it right into pieces. Take the NVMe out and put it in the PS5 Pro. To put the
You can't
the
even
2 terabyte.
He has to pay the full amount, Fred. You can't trade that in anywhere. They're
Oh,
only selling that at Best Buy,
damn.
and they only give you like $40 for your Series X.
Damn. Well,
Yeah, so you're fucked. You can't. You're gonna have to get him a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Thanks, Fred. Now you really did the right thing.
Hey, Microsoft won't sell it at GameStop, so it's on them.
Yeah, but yeah, I think you guys are right. I don't think we'll have to worry if we want to put money down for it.
I'm gonna
Um,
go there the day they announce it and just try to put money
Yeah.
down. And if
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't think, like
I'll
Perry
meet
said,
you
it's not
there.
gonna sell out.
That's why I'm ideally trying to get in there this week before the announcement on Monday.
Yeah,
So
because I still need this.
I'll
fat
put the
PS5
cash down and then
so-
trade the shit in.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the 50 cash and then because I still need
And
this.
go back when
PS5
I have
out here.
time and trade everything in. I'm not
Right.
gonna fucking rush. Oh, I gotta
No,
erase all
no.
my shit. I'll be down there.
I'm-
Wait.
I'm not doing that either. I'm gonna go there with $50, put it down, then I'll at my leisure trade in what I want to trade in.
you don't think they'll give less if we wait?
They will give less, but I mean, I'm not gonna go down there like when they announce a pre-order. Run down there with fucking cords and machines running down there like this.
And I don't think
I'm
it's
gonna go down
be-
there, put the money down, come back,
Yeah.
erase the shit, go back later or the next day. It's not a big
It's
deal.
not. I don't think it's gonna be like drop substantially because they announced the Pro.
They know
like,
people don't have $700 and they want you to trade your stuff in.
Right.
anyway,
Yes.
so
Yeah,
they
that's
can
true.
Upmarket, so they'll give you a decent amount.
They'll
They
probably
might
still
even give you
a-
more just to get rid of the old one.
But I want to tell people this: it's just like the video game situation over there. You have to pre-order it, or they're not going to carry it. They're not just going to carry pros. I don't
Right.
think.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to walk in there and be like, "Oh, you got the
They
pro."
might
They're
not
going to
even
be
get
like,
them in either.
"Yeah."
Mental 9R, what's up, man?
Oh, what's up,
What's
man?
up, Mental?
You know what? I hope to God they don't bundle these fucking things together.
Oh my
No, don't
god.
do that.
That's what you're gonna have to deal with over there.
I
Yeah.
hope not. I just want to buy the machine, trade in my stuff. That's
Do you
it.
want to protect the disc that's not in there with the bundle?
We should just have Fred try to sell our shit on Marketplace.
I mean,
Do you
how
want
much
to pay
more do you think we could
$9.99 a
get?
month to protect it?
Yeah, $9.99 to protect the disc that isn't in there to begin
Dude,
with.
where are they selling Series
If
X's?
if they're
this
giving
right now?
$385 or whatever, how much more are you gonna get on Marketplace?
Let me see. I'll
20
check
bucks?
right
I
now.
don't know.
It's not even worth it. Because then you know the guy's
Stop
gonna
using
like-
other marketplaces. Remember that commercial? It's so annoying. I think it's on YouTube. This guy is like, "Stop using other marketplaces." It's like, shut up. Nobody cares, man.
There's one right by me selling the Series X for $440.
Yeah, well, we could sell ours for $400.
Yeah.
There's also one selling for $350.
We could sell ours for $300.
But that's less than GameStop. It's the principle of the thing.
Well, if we can't get it at GameStop, or we have to buy a bundle for
Right.
$1,000,
Right. Yeah.
lose $100 or lose $500. You know what I mean?
Right.
I paid like $1,400 4 years ago for the C2. Now it's worth $600. Anthony's dad.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, what?
I don't even read it anymore because it's
Anthony, why don't you call your dad on speaker and tell him what this guy said?
Jeez, I know he's messing around, but that's a wow. That's funny.
Then he'll get all the PS5.
When are you
pros
gonna do
back.
LTRE? And like when the stream starts, it's just your dad sitting there.
That would be funny.
Just give him a script to read, like, "Hey everyone, let's talk Resident Evil," and they're like, "Who is this guy?"
Yeah.
He's still wearing your shirt and everything.
Yeah.
Like he went through a time machine and aged up. It's not gonna say anything, and then never acknowledge that it was your
Yeah,
dad.
never not
Yeah.
like just have him pretend it's you.
Yeah.
He just keeps dying in the beginning of like RE2 remake, like when the zombies over. He just
No, he
doesn't
just
know.
does a hangout stream. He's not even
Oh
playing.
yeah,
So it's just you.
he just reads the chat. It's like, well,
He just sits there in silence.
just nods his head at the chat, like yes.
Just have him in the shadows. I
In
remember
the shadows.
when I watched Twitch. Okay, the first time I ever jumped on Twitch, I forgot what game this guy was playing. It might have been a Resident Evil game. I think this guy was German. It's just a guy. You see the blinds in the corner, and he's just in the shadows. You just see his eyes, and he's like, but he's got like blown out hair, like Weird Al with a mustache, and he just.
What was he streaming?
But it looks like he's a serial killer. But he's playing a game.
What
But he
was
had
playing?
just because he had no lighting. I think he was playing Resident Evil Revelations or something.
Weird Al.
I remember in the old
Weird
days,
Al.
people would
This
film.
guy looked like shit. But it just he had like no lights on at all, and you just saw the blinds in the corner, and you see his eyes. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? This is what people do.
Well, do you remember?
The guy looks pissed off while he's playing the game.
Do you remember in the old days before capture cards, people would turn the lights off to film the screen so it wouldn't.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
so
Yeah.
stupid.
And then you would get the lines,
Yeah.
you know, like if you're recording like a CRT.
Yeah. There's a YouTuber that I watched, like that I used to watch and everything. He would just film the screen when. He
I
was
mean,
making
dude,
it.
back in the day, you know, like that was it. You know, that's like if
Yeah.
you didn't have the right hookups.
If it works, I guess, right?
See who says Anthony Dad breaks the glass table, then asks if he's doing this LTRE thing right. Yeah, exactly. You ain't doing it right unless you're breaking the tables.
That's right.
Glass shatters like Stone Cold's intro. It ain't doing it right. Jesus,
Stone Cold
RWK.
music plays and your dad does the beer bath over.
Oh
your
shit!
cup.
Yeah, it just goes all over my keyboard, just breaks it.
What happened?
The DSP clip of him cursing out Phil Spencer went up.
Oh, good. I want to watch that again. I was looking for it.
Yeah.
DSP is another one that used to record the screen.
Yeah, I
Back
know.
in the
That's
day.
in his
Yeah.
documentary. They make fun of him
Yeah.
for it. You know, well, hey, he shot on Phil Spencer today. He went on a fucking
Yeah.
tirade about Xbox.
Well, I'm sure the interview didn't help because he made himself a punching bag, Phil, with that interview at PAX. Like seriously,
Bro,
Like,
who
I mean, he
thought
was-
that DSP would get a W over Phil Spencer?
like Phil Spencer already looked bad, but now it's like the interview made him look worse.
I'm gonna
and
drop
then-
that DSP video here. Bro. He fucking shits all over Phil Spencer. It's hilarious.
He's not really wrong though.
I've
That's
never
what's
watched
funny about
DSP before, but I watched this video, what was it, last night or today? And I was like, holy shit, this is funny. Who would think DSP would get a W over Phil Spencer in 2024?
I just put it in my history, so go watch it later.
Anthony's dad will sell daddy beer. Oh, wow.
What?
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Exactly.
man, I'm sure Anthony's chat room would pay for it.
only on members.
Members only.
Dude, I think an hour in, it was an hour and 8 minutes in, where he curses him out.
Yeah.
RWK with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you so much, buddy. Fred record. You know what, Fred? You can read that.
Fred records those types of videos in the dark. Yeah,
Those types.
You paid me for that, so okay.
He can't stand to see himself in the light. So he has-
Exactly.
Hey, RWK,
I go-
if you drop $200, he'll record you a video in the dark
Yeah.
just for you.
with
I'll
cream
borrow my
cheese.
friend's tractor and record something in the dark with a tractor. Special video just for you.
It's tractor time again.
Yes.
It's shed time. We actually live near that guy. Shed time.
I was gonna say something about the the TV or recording the TV thing too, and I forget. I don't know. Maybe I'll think about it. I remember.
I don't know.
I would play that
don't
DSP
know.
clip. That was funny shit about Phil Spencer.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he makes it too easy for people to rip.
Can you cut
rip
that,
on him.
Frank? Are you able to cut that?
I don't know if I could do it on here. I've never done that before. Because I'd have to try to listen to it while we're on
No,
here.
you go to 1 hour 8 minutes. I think he rants for like 5 minutes.
I mean, I could just arbitrarily try to cut it. Let me see. 1 hour 8 minutes.
Let me see if I can grab it.
Yeah, see if
So I have a YouTube downloader from Command Prompt. I don't have to use any fucking websites to grab a video.
Command prompt?
Yup. My computer will fucking work today. There's something wrong with this computer. I can't like shut down properly. I don't know what the hell happened. There's no viruses on here. It's just I don't know what the hell happened. There you go. I'm grabbing the video right now. You just paste the link into Command Prompt, and you can download a video from anywhere, not just YouTube.
That's cool.
And it grabs it in 1080p. And if it's 60 FPS, it grabs it in 1080 60. All right.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Let's see here.
Command
Command prompt.
Stealing tractor? Well, I don't know what you guys are saying in this chat room. I'm saying some crazy shit.
Sorry, the big K.
Fred, what do you think about Phil Spencer doing all this crazy shit?
He's an asshole.
He's an asshole.
It's from Back to the Future, right?
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
Well, what do you think about this guy bragging about getting paid to not make deals and look stupid?
Again, he's just a fucking asshole. He's doing this all to himself. He's been digging himself this fucking hole for so long. And he just keeps on digging himself a deeper hole. Deeper than his asshole.
I mean, they
After Cold Eastwood got done with him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
man, that's for RWK.
Sorry, RWK.
He always brings that guy up for some reason.
I know. Something you're not telling us, RWK?
So Minecraft is good. The trailer was good for the movie. I liked it. A lot of people are saying it sucked, but I liked it.
I didn't see it.
I liked it too. I watched it.
I think it's going to be like Jumanji, where they get sucked in there. That's what it reminded me of.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. So he starts talking about it like 54 seconds. And then he goes on till about 1:05, 1:06 ish, I think.
I gotta look for this clip.
Or hour. Yeah, 54 minutes, and then it goes to like an hour 6 on that video.
Oh, it's 54 minutes, you said?
Yeah, start at 54 minutes. That's when he pulls up Twitter, and then it goes to like 1:06, I think. Just about.
Okay.
I just.
Are you able to hear
through
this, Anthony? I might play the audio from this guy.
If I play it through the live YouTube thing.
It'll be delayed for us. But
Yeah, it definitely will be delayed, but.
Bro, it's fucking funny. It's funny. I usually don't listen to this DSP guy, but this was funny.
Let me tell you something, all right? This is what I think.
Yeah, but this is funny. Frank and Richard saw it. They were laughing their asses off.
It was funny. Because it's like, how is this guy right? Like, he's such a weird guy, and then he's like right about this. This is funny.
I'm gonna play it, all right? The audio.
Okay.
This shit is funny though. This is from today. I don't know if I'll play the whole thing, but I'll play some of it. All right, you're able to listen in, Anthony?
Yeah.
All right. Fred, you're able to listen in?
I
able.
can, but it's delayed.
That's fine.
Oh my god, I just can't believe this guy. I really can't. He's 11, so your 11-year-old brother likes Minecraft. Okay. Okay. So, by the way, guys, no contributions.
All right, let me hit the 54 minutes exactly, because that's when the picture.
Try to hit the goal by the end.
All right, here we go.
Continuing on. All right, our next story for this morning is regarding Microsoft CEO. Well, not Microsoft CEO. Excuse me. Xbox Gaming CEO Phil Spencer. Here we go again with it. This guy in the last year has been on like the world tour of bad press and interviews. Like, I don't even know why at this point he bothers, because it seems like every single time that he opens his mouth, he just reveals more and more how actually inept he is to actually be the head of Microsoft Gaming. All right? So he's in an interview yesterday, I believe. Yeah, yesterday, 2 days ago. And in this interview, all right, he's basically saying the following. I had the ability to sign Destiny and make it an exclusive Microsoft brand, and I passed it up. Okay? I had the ability to make Guitar Hero an exclusive Microsoft brand, excuse me, and I passed it up. Right? We could have had Marvel signed on, but, you know, we just decided to focus on our own intellectual property rather than licensing Marvel brands. We didn't care about making Marvel games, even though we could have, right? And basically, what he outright admits this in the interview. He goes, so basically, I guess I don't have a great track record of recognizing the kind of stuff that will do well in gaming. Okay? Folks, I want you to listen to that again. He literally admits in the interview, he, the head of Xbox, Microsoft Gaming as a whole, he's the head of it. And he says he's not good at recognizing what games are good or will be good. He's in charge of the fucking company. And he says he's not fit for the job. He outright admitted it. Like, I mean, we all see, like, we're seeing this happening, transpiring in front of us, correct? Like, we're seeing this, you know, happening. And basically, so basically, what did he do? He closed Lionhead Studios. He canceled the Fable Legends game. He released terrible games in broken states, unfinished, like Sea of Thieves came out with no content. Redfall launched broken. He didn't even know that, and he was touting the game before it came out. He had no concept that the game was unfinished when it came out. So what's funny is just reading some of the comments, because all you got to do is read comments to see what the common discussion is. Listen to this one. He gets a lot of passes because he saved Xbox in the past, and he loves to play games, and he seems likable. Yeah, he's a bro, right? He's a gamer bro. But if we're being objective, he's been pretty bad at his job, and ironically, after saving it, he'll be known as the dude who destroyed the brand as we know it. It's a terrible legacy, in my opinion. Right? How about you just leave Xbox, Phil? All those decisions made sense at the time, but the context which you don't want to have any, like... It looks like their sentence fucked up there. But you want to rage bait, but by all means, leave Xbox, go play PlayStation, go talk about PlayStation. I don't know what this guy's even talking about. Anyway, but you see the point. It's like the discussion at this point is this. Phil Spencer has a boss and a board he reports to. Give the guy a break. Without him, there would be no Xbox to even discuss right now. Really? I mean, he came on right after the failure of Don Matrick, who Don Matrick tanked the launch of the Xbox One single-handedly. I think we can agree with his behavior, his attitude.
Fable Legends didn't need to be canceled, Dreadpool. This guy Frank loved it.
It wasn't even that. It's just that, like, they kept a game like Redfall, but they canceled Fable Legends. Like, you know.
Yeah, where's the refunds for Redfall?
The way that he portrayed
they weren't even refunding people cash for Redfall. They were going to refund them money in their
Xbox as a brand
right?
at the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Don Matrick
they
definitely
put out way worse
Xbox
games
One.
than Fable Legends.
And then Phil Spencer jumped in as the gamer bro to take over for him, and certainly seemed more personable and more in the know about the industry, at least in comparison to Don
Tony.
Matrick, who literally didn't know shit at all, yet was somehow in charge. But it's just
like this
ridiculous,
guy.
I think, to look at this guy and be like,
Why does he?
oh,
answer-
yeah, we should get this guy.
How come when this guy talks, it sounds like he's asking questions? This guy. Anyway,
And
I'm
everybody
going-
says,
what?
no, and everybody says that he's a gamer bro.
Fred, what do you think of this?
The guy sounds weird.
Oh, you've probably never seen
Yeah.
this guy before.
I've never heard of this guy before.
He looks
ever.
like he looks like a alternate Dante from Clerks if he
an alternate.
if he shriveled up and started to stream games.
like Dante and Tony Schiavone.
Yeah.
You gotta watch him play video games too, because he'll be playing a game and he'll be like, "Oh man, like
It
I didn't
sucked.
even do that.
Well,
This
you
game
know what,
broke."
Dreadpool? It might have sucked then, but it's the only Fable game that it's better than the Fable that we have now. We don't have any Fable.
And the point is, it was done, and it was.
Did you like it when you played it, Frank?
Yeah, I played the beta. I thought it was fine. I didn't have a problem with it.
But
It
you're a
wasn't
big
like-
Fable fan, so as a Fable fan, did you like it or what?
It wasn't. It wasn't like the best game ever made, and it wasn't like the other Fables. But it was a cool spin-off game, and I was excited to get it. And then they just canceled it, but it was done. And I'm like, why don't you just put it out? It's finished.
Right.
They put out all these other crappy games that nobody cares about.
Crackdown.
Yeah, they put that out. They put out Redfall. They crap these games out, but they couldn't give me Fable. Like, I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
close that video.
It definitely was not. It wasn't a traditional Fable game, but it was cool.
Yeah.
But bro,
different.
when you got DSP taking the W over Phil Spencer in 2024, that's something.
Yeah.
Yeah. A man that
Did you ever think you'd see that?
well, I think he's
No.
he's been bitching for like 15 years.
Yeah,
Longer
but
than
he's
that.
actually on target with this one. That's the funny thing.
That's
He's
what I
not wrong.
found strange about it, that he was like almost
Yeah.
exactly right. I'm like,
No,
"What?"
yeah, no, he made he made good points. I mean, it's it's impossible not to, because Phil Spencer's so easy to, you know,
He's such an easy target now.
yeah,
he leaves
easy
it
target.
open for himself too. Phil
Phil
Spencer.
Spencer,
Yeah.
right?
And then Phil
Spencer,
Spencer,
right?
like, I really don't understand why, he thinks it's, I don't know why he goes on these interviews and he thinks that it's important,
He's the CEO of this company, right?
He's a CEO of Microsoft. No, sorry, CEO of Xbox. And I don't really know what he's doing.
Sackboy?
Hey, that game did come out though. He's talking about that Fable whatever game on 360. What was that one called?
Oh,
Remember that one?
the one that's on the service place, Xbox Live Marketplace.
Yeah, it was called.
I know. I have the cover in my head because I think there's a scarecrow on it.
What was the name of that one? It's gonna drive me nuts now.
Just Google it. What the fuck
I
are you
did.
doing?
No, I did, but it's not. Oh, Fable Heroes, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. You just Google Fable XBLA.
No, it didn't come right up. It was like the 5th result.
What are you using?
Yeah.
Google or Bing?
Google. If it was Bing, it would have came right up.
No, it
Bada
wouldn't.
bing.
Yeah,
No, it
Fable
wouldn't have.
Heroes. I don't know. I didn't really care for it. I mean, it was okay.
Hold on 1 second.
That's not Fable Legends though.
No, and again, that's not like I don't classify these games as like full-fledged Fable games. They're just like little spin-offs. Like I didn't expect like a AAA title for Fable Heroes,
Good
or
night, guys. I have to
Fable.
go to bed. Says Mental 9R. I got a 14-hour drive home. Wow. Well,
Ooh.
take care and stay safe, man.
Good night, Mental.
Thanks for coming
Take
in,
care.
Mental.
Yeah, thanks for stopping.
Safe
in.
drive.
I got to get up at 6:45.
What are you doing? Oh, yeah, taking the kid to
Yeah.
school. Duh.
Yeah, tomorrow's a big day. Yeah, I don't those Fable games, I just thought they were cool spin-offs. Like I didn't think it was anything. Like what the Connect one, I expected a Connect game, so I wasn't going in there like, "Oh, this is going to be the next Fable." It's like it's a spin-off, I don't know. I thought Legends could have came out and it had potential, but they canceled it. So,
That's okay.
yeah.
Fable isn't going to come out on Xbox Series X anyway, so nobody cares.
I
at
don't
this
think it's
point.
going to make, if it even does come out at all, I don't think it's going to make the Series X, because if it doesn't come out in 25, Are they gonna just?
Oh, it'll be backwards compatible on the Series X, and it'll run at 20 frames per second, like we've
That's
been
okay.
getting. I'm jumping off the train, man. I'm done with this shit. I'm done waiting. When Xbox releases shit, let me know. I'll go buy one. Until then, I don't want to hear it.
And at
Just
that
wait,
point,
wait. Game Pass. Game Pass. Wait. All right, enough. Enough is enough, man.
yeah.
There's only so many times you can run into the fucking town naked, screaming and yelling. No one's gonna care anymore.
And I'm not gonna
That's what
want to
this
wait.
guy's been doing.
I'm not gonna want to wait for them to put out the system and not know. Like it's like
I'm not
I'd rather
waiting.
do
I'm
a
not paying for
graphics
this
card.
guy to get a bonus. Fuck him. Fuck
Yeah.
everybody. I'm done.
I just want to play the games now as early as possible. So PC.
I paid to get games. I'm not getting shit. I'm getting indie games. I'm getting games I already own.
Yeah.
No thanks. It's not for me anymore.
No, our time has passed with this,
Yeah.
and
It's
that's
over.
okay. We've accepted it, and we're gonna just enjoy.
Hey, and
games.
it's Phil Spencer that pushed us away. Just so you guys know.
And it's the indecisiveness, not knowing where they're going. The games aren't running right. Like they just
Well, they
gave
know
up
where
on
they're going. They
themselves.
just can't tell you.
Right, and I don't like that. And I don't like that you have to pay more if you want to play Game Pass on console. It's like ridiculous. Like you should be treated better if you're gonna buy their hardware.
Yeah.
I brought my own Xbox with my PC, and they're gonna let me play it for cheaper. It's like, well, then okay, then I see what you want me to do here.
You know what? It's funny. Somebody mentioned that Indiana Jones will be available on PlayStation before Xbox Game Pass core users can get it.
Because it takes
Is-
at least a year.
Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like that tier, and that tier is still
That tier is
$15.
fucking dumb. That's the dumbest thing
Right.
they ever did.
It's like you're not going to pay the $5 extra to get the game.
I know why they did it. They made that tier so that you would look at it and be like, oh, but for 20, for an extra 10, I
Yep.
could just get that one. That's why they did it. They didn't make that tier to make money on that tier.
No.
They made that tier as a mind fuck.
That
So
tier
you'd
is
be like-
$15. It's $5 difference.
Oh, okay, so it's a $5
Yeah.
difference.
So
Okay.
obviously you're going to get the regular Ultimate. But I could play it on PC for $11.
Well, that's even better for them because, again, you're more enticed 16 or 20.
right.
So, the number one king. That's got to be the king.
The king.
Keep on rocking. I will, Eddie.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
I don't know. I don't know why they're doing what they're
Rotten
doing.
core tier.
Why would you should have if you're gonna have another
Ice Jen
stupid
says
tier?
mental.
If you're
What?
gonna have 3 stupid tiers, have the whatever one to just get gold like they
Bro,
have.
just have PC and have Ultimate. And that's it.
Yes. But they don't do that. But if
PC,
they're
you could have sold PC for $14.99 and Ultimate for $20.
right. Or
And at the same time, that's your mind fuck. And
Right.
you can sell PC. You can sell for 14 to anybody that has a PC. They'll pay. But the mind fuck is also, hey, I got a PC and an Xbox. I'll just do the 20. You win right there.
but you're
You don't have
still
to make
get
10
screwed.
different tiers and fucking try to fuck with people.
But if you only have console, you're
Dude.
still getting screwed. They should let you play just on console if you just have console for $11.
Right, I get that, but that's just not an option for them. So I would just rather have 2 tiers than have 3 tiers.
Right.
Did you like Fable the Journey? Is that the Kinect game?
That's a Kinect game. I expected it to be a Kinect game, so it was okay for what it was. Like I didn't go in there.
I thought you didn't like
expecting-
that one.
It's a Kinect on rail shooter game. It's not great. I wouldn't say it's a great game, but I expected that when I got it because
Okay.
I already knew. So, like I didn't expect a lot from these. And the Fable Legends was the same. I had the same feeling where I wasn't expecting it to be like a core game.
You know,
in the
I
series.
wanted to play that game.
Legends.
Yeah, I was like, all right, it's coming out soon or whatever, and it never came out.
It's like Gears Tactics or Halo Wars. It's like you're not going to expect the experience from that game. It's a spin-off. It's just a little thing. But they killed it.
Would have been
Well,
something to hold you over, though, till the main game was being developed and all that.
That was my thought. And I like the Fable universe, so I was like, this will be cool, you know. I don't know.
Well, Philly Boy lost everybody here on this panel, so that's a
Mhm.
him problem.
Yeah.
We got to live life and play games. I don't have time for this drama shit.
No, I'm not waiting
This game's
anymore.
coming. That game's not coming. Oh, we're not talking to this guy. Oh, we're talking to that guy. Oh, we fixed it. Oh, we didn't fix it. Like, I'm done with this shit, bro. It's either
Yeah,
coming
I'm
or it's not.
done.
Why do I have to sit here and do this?
I'm
Like
not
Marvel
waiting.
versus Capcom. Okay, they fixed it. Great. But it's still coming out later on now. It's not
Like
coming out in,
4
what
to
was it,
6
9
months.
days?
Right. Whereas you could play it on PlayStation in 7 days. to
7
12.
days. Comes out in a week.
Right. So are you gonna wait 6 months, or are you just gonna buy it on PlayStation? It's like
And
at
we
this
had to
point,
force
come
them
on.
to put it out. It's not like
Well,
they wanted to put it on Xbox.
The internet had to freaking make this happen, which, thank God.
Yeah.
But this should not be the internet's job to do Phil Spencer's
no.
fucking job. When they announced that shit wasn't coming out, he should have gotten out of his office chair and be like, what? We need that game now. Instead, they don't say anything, and the internet's crying about it, and the internet gets the job done for this guy. So,
And it's the same thing with Square. If you really want to play Final Fantasy and you don't have a PC, are you gonna wait till God knows when to play Final Fantasy 16 on there, or are you just gonna play it on PlayStation? It's the same thing with all these games. Are you gonna really
PC people can wait,
Silent
but
Hill? If you don't have a
people
computer,
converting will play it on
Yeah.
PlayStation and convert to PC.
right? Like if you don't have a PC though, where are you gonna play these games? Like are you really gonna wait? And you're gonna pay
Again,
Final
why would you buy the consoles at the same exact price and
and
get
have
less?
to wait? Right. And you know that Final Fantasy 16 is going to be $20 on PS5 in a year when it comes out on Xbox for 70. It's like, are you really going to do that? Yes, you're saving money on Game Pass, but you're getting
It's already
screwed.
$20 on PS5. People have
Right,
been
and
buying it.
You're getting you think you're saving money because you have Game Pass, but the games are going to be more. It's the same
But
thing.
then
with
you got
Marvel
people on
vs.
Xbox that don't want to buy it just because Square fucked them. So
Right.
it's just a lose-lose situation for everybody.
Right.
This is why I was championing for Square to release everything at once.
Yeah.
I was like,
they
the longer
should've.
you make people wait, man, they're not going to want to buy it anyway. And then they're going to be like, see, they don't want to buy it. It's like,
Yep.
no, it's because you guys fucked it up.
They should have put it on day one. They would have sold a bunch of copies. It would have been
Right.
the end of it.
So no matter what the outcome is for the Xbox with Square, that's Square's fault,
Right.
in my opinion. Now you all enjoyed it. Thanks, RWK.
Yeah.
But
thank
but
you.
Xbox should have stepped in, man, and said, try to do whatever they can do to get that deal going.
They should always be on top of it. Did you see that other game? The guys were working on it for like porting it over for months and months and months, and they couldn't get through to them. And then everyone tweeted about it, and then Phil directly contacted them. It's like it shouldn't have to be like that to get your game over here. People are trying to they champion this id at Xbox thing. Remember all that? Like, oh,
It's
it's gonna
ID
be
at Xbox, not id.
whatever.
Id's the
You
other
know,
company.
the thing to get so people could easily publish on Xbox, and now people can't do it, and they're trying to get through to the guy and they're not answering. It's like insane. It's like they're completely going back on all the things they said they were going to do. It was supposed to be the platform for everyone to publish on easily, and now no one can get through. So I don't know. Somehow they're getting these games out on PlayStation with no problem. So what's the problem here?
Sony's money hat, everybody.
Yeah, they're really money hatting the guy in his mom's basement making an indie game. That's what I don't understand. Like the
Yes.
logic is not there. There's obviously some technical issue that they cannot get through. That's why the patches for Arc and Pal World are behind, because they have to go through the certification process. There's something wrong there, and nobody seems to
I like
care.
this Wukong bullshit. Listen, I know people like the game or whatever, but it's not everybody that likes the game. Nobody cares about that shit.
No.
You have more Xbox guys upset about Wukong than they are about Marvel vs. Capcom before
Right.
it got, before we got the news that it actually is coming. It's like, fuck Wukong. You guys should be fucking fighting over Marvel vs. Capcom, because if you don't get that game, who'd say you don't get Resident Evil 9?
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think Resident Evil 9 is on a higher tier than fucking Wukong.
And do you really think that Sony, who's so tight with their money, said to the developers of some random game, Wukong, "Ooh, let's pay you. We're gonna pay you so you can keep."
Well,
it up.
the
They
jury's
didn't
still
know
out
that-
on that, because we don't know one way or another. People are reporting that it was a money thing. People are saying it was not a money thing. In my opinion, I don't know if the Japanese are giving money to the Chinese for this shit.
Well, and they
Let's
didn't know
be
if it was
honest
going to
here.
be a hit. They're not going to gamble on. They won't gamble on their own stuff. So you're telling me they're going to gamble on this random Chinese studio? Like they're not going to do that. Why would they do that? It doesn't make sense.
They might have, but we don't know. We
It's
won't know for a
possible.
little while.
Right.
It seems far-fetched, but again, we could be wrong about that. We have to
Right.
wait until it comes out completely, because again, we got people reporting that it wasn't, people reporting that it was, and it's like, at the end of the day, who the fuck cares? The game looks like shit to me.
Well, if it was, I will.
You play as
come
a
on here and
fucking
tell you
monkey
guys.
guy killing everybody and shit. It's like, who cares? Does anybody really give a shit? Who? It's gonna win Game of the Year at the Game Awards, right?
Probably.
After the Game Awards, who's gonna give a fuck about this game?
I'm
And when
actually
it
looking
comes to
forward to.
Xbox, eventually, who's gonna care about this game? Nobody. Everyone's making a fucking stink about it for nothing.
The only reason why I look forward to the Game Awards is so me and Perry can stream it and then just riff on it.
On your account, yes.
And you know when this game comes to Xbox, they're all going to be like, "Yeah, see, it's like the greatest game." After they're dogging it so
They're not
hard
even gonna
right now.
buy it.
But they're going to go on Twitter and tell you that
Oh,
they
it's not
can't
on
wait
Game
for it to
Pass?
come out. They're going to come right on. You know it's going to happen. They're all going to run to Twitter. Yeah, see, we're getting the game, and they're not going to buy it. I can't.
Well, look at
stand
this
it.
Marvel thing. You got people on Twitter saying, "Oh, well, we don't need it." Like we said earlier, we talked about all this shit earlier in the show.
Yeah.
We don't need that game after all. No one was going to play it anyway. And then it's coming, and everyone's like, "Yes, I'm going to buy it now." It's like, you just said that you didn't need it. Now you're going to buy it.
We literally
I've
watched.
seen
it
like
happen.
10 tweets on that today, and it's like, you guys are all crazy.
We talked behind the scenes, and we literally. I said it yesterday that was going to happen, and then you show me the tweets. I'm like, see, like we call this stuff because we know it's going to happen every time. It's nuts.
I tried telling some buddies of mine that Wukong is a Souls-like game, and they got a little triggered. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
He
It's a
wrote
Souls game.
Whack-Kong.
Pretty much.
Whack-Kong.
Is it true
Wow.
that it is one of the fastest selling games of all time? Is that like true?
I don't
It has
know.
a massive amount of sales on Steam, like massive.
Yeah, it says sold
Like
10 million
millions of
units as of August 23rd, making it one of the fastest selling games of all time. I wonder, like,
It sold more than the PlayStation exclusives do in 1 week than
That's
PlayStation
fucking
exclusives
crazy.
do in their whole lifetime. So, yeah, I mean it's a
not even a
success.
month yet. It's 10 million. It took like for example, like RE4 Remake, right? It took like
Do you need
think
to
it's
sign
told-
in with your Sony account?
No, it's a third-party game.
I know it's a third-party game, but if they money hatted it,
yeah, they still
sometimes
might.
they put their shit on there, so you got to log in.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
That's
Okay, so
something
it's
to look
based
into
off
as
a
well, so.
classic Chinese novel, Journey to the West, and it's based off of the Sun Wukong from the novel. So I don't really know the backstory. I mean, it's not my like genre that I would jump into, but I mean, people like. I mean, that's pretty impressive. People are buying it for a reason.
Yeah, they're buying it because it's good, but it's not a game
Yeah.
for me. And
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't
me
see
neither.
the majority. It's like Sekiro, okay? When that game came out, everyone came in. You have that exclusive on PlayStation Sekiro. It's like, it's not exclusive, number one.
No.
Number two. And it was the flavor of the fucking week. Everyone bought it on Friday, and they fucking traded it in on Monday.
So to put it in perspective, like Elden Ring, June 2024, it sold 5 million copies. So it took from 2022 to 2024 for this to sell 5 million. Wukong sells 10 million in less than a month of
And
being
it says-
released.
It says 3 million as of a week ago. 3 million of that was PS5. The rest was PC.
Yeah,
Is that worldwide?
Yeah, it says
10 million worldwide, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
worldwide.
says
Well,
with-
that would make sense if it's Chinese developers or whatever.
well, and it says China accounts for 2/3 of the total sales because it's approved there. Not all
Right,
games
right.
are like approved there, so
Yeah, so that would make more sense.
right. I mean, they definitely got something there, but like you said, it's not my type of game
Yeah,
either.
but
so-
Perry's right. Just call it like it is. Game of the year. They already made up their mind.
Yeah, I'm sure Jeff
Um,
Keighley's already he's sleeping with that ballot every fucking night
Yeah,
to make sure nobody
he's
steals
sleeping
it.
with the developers every night. He's sleeping with the Wukong guy.
No,
Yeah.
because Kojima would get mad.
They're all
That's
three
true.
there.
that's his side piece. You know, he's got a couple different. You know,
He's got favored nations, this guy Keighley.
If Kojima ever finds out, I'll be in big trouble, Wukong.
wow, that's so crazy.
That
So
is impressive that it sold.
yeah, I'm just like,
That goes to show you. I doubt that game cost $200 million to make, or more
no.
than Spider-Man 2. So
Yeah.
think Sony, think what you're
Chinese
doing.
government probably footed that game.
Probably. Let me see if it says how much it costs to make.
But I'm
It
telling
says
you,
They spent more than $40 million, so that's cheap for that.
after the Game Awards, I'm telling you, no one's gonna care about this game.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, just because of the sales numbers, that doesn't dictate a game that is going to be like a, might be a instant classic. I don't know. I mean, I guess it just depends on if it's your style of game and if it tells a story that, makes sense to you or, gets you excited. If it's a game that's actually complete and isn't broken, I'll give it credit just for that, because even Elden
it has
Ring,
issues.
which
It dips to the 40s on PlayStation and
Right.
PC. People have
and that I'm not surprised, but like imagine with like
They'll
the
fix
Pro, and they're just like, hey, stuff like Wukong, stuff like other things,
That
like
would
Oh,
be
yeah,
a good
yeah.
one. If they show that with a patch, that would be good for
yeah, because it's like I find it interesting that it's even stuff like Elden Ring, like even though I didn't get really into it, right, I still appreciate it. But like that game, might have had some stuff in the beginning, but that was the last game I can think of that was like a real big hit and didn't actually come out completely busted,
Right.
in recent memory. I mean, that was 22, right? So, I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but I mean, between then and now,
Right.
yeah, it just seems like there's been a complete inconsistency between releases of just games in general. All companies, name one. I'm sure you can name a handful. So it's like, yeah, I respect that. Game Science developed this and published it. So, yeah, I guess they're not messing around, man. I mean, especially like different countries, they take some of this work a little more seriously sometimes, and some of these developers over
Yeah,
here.
I know. Over here, they're a bunch of fucking Karens over here.
Yeah, like over there, they're just like, we're just doing this.
That's why people say, "Oh, respect to that." Fuck the devs. I don't even care.
And I see it's on Unreal Engine
Let me
5,
tell you
which
something.
looks amazing. So
There's been a problem with the developers as of the last 5 to 10 years. Okay, these guys they ride around scooters. All right, they eat Chinese food on the roof. They're worried about their pineapple haircuts. It's like, guys, just make fucking games.
you're worried about the
Okay?
frosted tips,
And then they
from
got
the
the
90s,
balls to sell these games broken day one. Look at Star Wars Outlaws. Early access, this shit was broken.
which we said it was going to be.
For $100, you paid $100 and you got a broken game. Which you're stupid for paying $100 anyway. You're
You
stupid
should
for
know
paying
not to
$70.
pay.
Oh, but I got to play it early.
Well, the bottom line is too, the games are $70 fucking dollars. They come out broken, people online get mad and they're like, this is why we don't want to make games. It's like, go fuck yourselves. That's why you don't want to make games. Make games that fucking aren't broken. Maybe people will respect you better.
People had criticism during the Concord beta, and the devs were like, "Oh, it's just white noise. Like, we're not gonna listen to that." It's like,
yeah, you're
you
not going to
idiot.
listen to it. Look
Like,
what fucking happened.
yeah, look what happened.
Blew up right in your fucking
So
face over
dumb.
here.
Why would you have a beta if you don't want people to say, "Hey, this is broken. This is what I don't
Yeah,
like about it."
Constructive
Exactly.
criticism to help you fix your product, which you rushed your product out, and look, it's already dead.
Right.
11 days later, it's pulled from the service.
It's already done. Yeah, that's just like,
And you think your bosses are happy with you? Because I guarantee you Sony's ready to fire all these fucking guys.
oh yeah,
I'm sure
They're saying, oh yeah, we're going to go back to the drawing board, whatever. They're going to fire these guys.
They already let go.
The name,
Until
you would
Dawn
have to change the
people.
name because everyone knows Concord now is a failure. So you'll never see that game again.
Wasn't it that?
If they do free to play, that would be good. But again, you might have to rename it.
and the train's left the station at that point.
Yeah, I think they're going to cut their losses and say fuck off. And they bought that studio too, by the way.
Firewalk, right? Is that
Yeah.
it?
They're probably just going to shut it down.
Well, they're already laying off the team who worked on the Until Dawn remaster because they're like out of money.
Yeah, that also happened, right?
Yeah.
What is that about?
Because they don't. I'm sure they don't think it's gonna sell a lot, and it costs a lot of money. And what are they gonna do now? It's like, I don't know.
They got the IP. What do they care?
Right. Now, if this comes out and sells 1 billion, it's not gonna sell that much. Like, I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
I want to eat Chinese food on a roof, says Cam May. Good luck. Just become a developer, Cam. Like, you're good.
You don't even have to work. You can just.
You don't even have to work. At Google, they have the roller coaster
Yeah.
in the building.
And nap time.
And nap time, you can do whatever you want at Google.
And they have
Nap time.
slides all around too. Like
Slides?
big slides. Yeah.
Little playground in there.
Let me see here. Let's Google this. Ironically enough. Google workplace
Yeah, see? The
roller
best slides
coaster.
and the worst slides in Google's offices. There's a whole article about what slides are good in the office.
Oh, there's a video on this.
There's a guy going down the slide like a dummy.
Oh, here's the slide.
Yeah, they got slides, man. You don't have to go down the stairs. You can slide down the slide.
Oh, Elon wants to do this too, it says.
Free food, indoor basketball court, music studio. That's what it has in there. There's a pool table. Oh, there's a swimming pool. Did I say that already?
You gotta go work
Oh,
at Google
is
just
that
to
a
live there
sauna?
for free.
There's a sauna in there. Oh, there's a rock climbing wall. I'm seeing all the photos right here. They have a Guitar Hero. Oh, they're playing mini golf on the roof at this one.
They have a tunnel of love.
Oh, there's an indoor basketball court. Oh, and here's the chairs where you can lay down in the big chairs.
Wait, where is this stuff?
I'll send you this article.
Send me the article. I will
This has
post the
all the
photos.
features of the.
Because I'm finding like outdoor roller coasters. Like even though I
No,
put
no, I
Google
got it,
roller
yeah.
coaster.
There you go.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
I'm trying to spread misinformation.
Little Giants turns 30 years old this year.
Wow.
Some idiot posted that on the book. Who could that be, Fred?
I don't know who could it be.
Alright, hang on, guys. I'll show you pictures of the Google stuff.
They have a tree, a fruit tree growing inside, like with.
Bro, this looks like The Fly. The hive that they have here.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought that was a sauna, but it's like a little meeting room, I think.
This is from The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. So if you work there, you could just fuck around all day. You don't even need to do any work.
Look, they even have a Guitar Hero station.
There you go.
Here's a music station, like you said. I'm just gonna keep putting photos here. Rock climbing.
Wait, there's a guy in a bathtub in this one photo. Do you see that?
There's
With the-
on the roof, a Karen on the roof playing golf.
Playing mini golf.
Oh jeez.
This is Google, by the way. This is the company that we have our videos on. Here's the slide in the cafeteria. Even if I hit the lottery, I wouldn't have a fucking place like this. This is crazy. Oh, they're playing basketball, and this lady's just sitting there watching this guy.
Do you see the guy in the bathtub?
I see the guy in the bathtub.
Why?
This is Google, everyone. This is... Wow.
Unbelievable.
Jesus.
Where's the roller coaster at?
I'll look that up.
Holy shit.
Google has a roller coaster. I found it.
They got the pool room. They got the pool.
Oh wait, go roller coaster at CES. What's that?
They have a roller... Yeah, they brought it to CES. They have an actual indoor roller coaster. There's videos on this stuff, everybody. Look it up.
Yeah, you can look it up. It's crazy.
That's where I saw it years ago.
This is so stupid.
Very crazy.
But it's true.
It's true. I gave everyone a sub, says the king. Thank you.
Thank you, King.
Thank
Number
you.
one king. All right, any questions before we roll out of here? Any comments, whatever?
Autobots, roll out.
Autobots. Check deal of the day, Autobots.
Autobots.
It is. Let's see here. Oh wow, a Pioneer 43-inch 4K Zumo TV, 149.
That's a steal, man.
Destilio.
I'll get that for my dad.
Perfect. I got something for the developer's office. It's a Jetson e-bike, 30
Whoa.
miles max, so you could drive around the cubicles and run over your boss's foot with the tire. If you're mad for being crunched, and then Greenworks, you know, you got to get your electric blower in case you got to blow off the dust out of the cubicle. You also have a lawnmower, so you can, you know, you can mow the lawn actually
Yeah.
of the you know, of the studio. So
Yeah.
instead of working on the game, you could do lawn work.
I mean, you have to keep up the mini golf course, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make sure it's
And then
maintained.
while you're out there, you can use the portable power station for 159 to charge your useless shit. And
The
then
electric scooters and shit.
And then guess what? While you know, this is for the offices that have pools in the background, you could buy a cordless robotic pool cleaner for $284.99. Best Buy has this, so they could use that in the office as well.
Why is Best Buy selling this stuff? This is insane.
You can also buy them the Nightlight water bottle, like
A night
to put their liquor in because they're so sad they have to drink on the job. And then
remember when Best Buy sold games and movies and like computers?
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
I remember.
I think I do.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Then you have the USB-C charging thing.
Gamer Grub. Remember that?
Yeah, Gamer Grub.
Gamer Grub.
It was good.
It was.
Then they have a TP-Link smart plug for $10, and then a Energy Star portable dehumidifier for $169.
Can you send me the link for the TV? I want to get that for my dad for Christmas.
I mean, you know, I don't know what Zumo is, but you know, it sounds next level.
Oh yeah.
It's a Zumo.
Speaking of TVs, Fred, you got to list these TVs that are downstairs.
Yeah, I know. I gotta come over and do that.
Get people to come out here and take this shit home.
What, the rednecks are gonna come again? You know?
They only take it if it's free.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, they took a bunch of that shit. It's
Yeah.
you know, it's embarrassing. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. But you know what? They
Yeah.
did me a favor too. So what can I
Yeah.
say?
And
They
then
got
you don't
rid-
have to get rid
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
out of there, right? So
Right.
this is what it is.
It's like, dude, just have a little respect. Don't come during the day when I'm freaking home.
Yeah, while we're out there too, just like doing stuff and just like broad daylight, just doing that shit.
Well, we came home and the one guy jumped in his car and fucking ran away.
They should do it under cover of darkness. Yeah, like rats.
I would
Yeah.
rather people do it at night than do it during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that the neighbors came with 10 of their kids, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
It
that
was like
was
10
a
kids.
little much.
It's like they were all going out to the mall or something, digging through the garbage. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. No one's got shame up here?
Family outing at the
I
garbage.
guess not.
I can't believe the garbage guys took all that stuff too. That's crazy.
They took it all except for that one paint can.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Which
Why
I'll
did they
leave
leave a
it.
paint can?
They're well, at least how it is around here. You have to like go somewhere to dispose of paint. They won't like take it. But if you put it in like a trash bag and hide it, they'll take it.
That's what we did. We had it in the trash and they took it out of the trash and just
I see they're
it was in
looking.
a bin. They just took it out of the bin and put it on the floor.
Over here, they just fucking throw that shit
Yeah.
like up with a claw. They don't even get out. They don't even check. Like, nope. But yeah, you're supposed to take it somewhere. No, I've definitely
The
thrown shit out.
paint's been
before.
there for 10 years. I'm sure it's diluted.
Yeah.
Take it to Best Buy and recycle it.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
recycle
trade it-
paint?
trade it-
$25, please.
I'll trade it into GameStop.
They'll
Yeah.
take it. I want to thank JB Zombie 89 and Abo for being sponsors on Patreon. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks,
Thank
guys.
you
Thank
to
you,
all
thank
our
you.
members on YouTube. Appreciate
Hell
it.
yeah.
Yeah, so I would say modern gaming sucks, and stick with the classics for now.
Yeah, keep going backwards, you know.
And if that
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 State of Play, the Pro, if that is upcoming, we will jump on here and we will talk about it.
Yes.
We'll try
Yeah.
to cover it, whoever's available. So, and then we'll go pre-order it.
It's supposed to be the 9th, and if I had to guess, if it was going to be a press release, it's probably going to be maybe like morning or early afternoon.
Yeah, I would think so.
If I was a betting man, I would say that, but I don't know.
We'll find out. Maybe we'll find out on Friday or Monday.
Yeah, maybe Wario might tweet something. You know what I mean? We might find something out. You never know. Because, you know, it always happens after we record, so or go live.
Yep.
Every single time.
Yeah. Always
All right.
Thursday.
It's what?
No, it says always on a Thursday.
Yeah, I know. All right. I'll catch you guys later. So everyone in the chat room, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Shout out again to RWK88 for the super chat. Appreciate that, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks
All
a
right.
lot.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Peace out.
Thank you, guys. Peace.
And I'm here alone. Stevie Mac, take care. Gonna post something in the Discord that's Halloween related. Yeah, sure, you can post it. It's no big deal. All right, Dreadpool, take care, buddy. Zarek, take care. Stevie Mac, the King, David R, Cam May. Shout out to everybody who was in here tonight. Appreciate it. And start sharing my stuff on social media, man. Come on, we need more views on this channel. Come on. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later.